Anyone need a refresher or ready to go on? Move on the exploration of the Brinestump Marsh.
I'm all good. You can turn the sound up a little bit because you're a little bit soft. And that's my earphones, not anything else.
I feel like
Okay,
that
there we
should be
go.
the intro of every D&D video. Does anyone need a refresher?
Mm-hmm. That's always the first question I'm going to ask before we start the session.
There you go. I think we're all good. We were just walking across the bridge, and well, some of us were walking, some of us were flying. But
Sorry, boy, I have nothing.
and then
Something
a hand reached out, as far as I remember.
Something tried to grab Akari.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go.
The group makes it safely across the rest of the bridge. Akari seems a bit rattled after whatever tried to catch her. Does anybody want to do something? Investigate, try and search for whatever it was? Or are we just going to continue down the... There's still a light pathway you can see on the ground here.
Okay.
If anybody wants to make a perception or nature check to try and see what tracks are on the path, you can do that.
6 and 6. No, both 6. Choose a color. Let's try you today. You plus.
I'll give her a survival as well. So nature, survival, or perception.
It's all the same. Mine's all 6. So I'll use all 3 because mine are all 6.
Okay.
Make a. See, that's why you need to pay attention. Perception, nature, or survival roll.
Guys, okay, I just had to clean up Upchuck over here. Sorry.
No issues.
Too much information. Away from keyboard is enough. And no, we are not in the same room. If anyone's wondering what's going on.
Sorry, one of our kitties spat up a hairball. My apologies. Real life ones, fur balls.
Am I the only one rolling?
Seems so. Doesn't seem like Alpha or...
Oh, wow. There we go.
Which one was that? Perception, survival, or nature?
Perception. Alpha doesn't have any of the others.
Okay. Sorry, just let me know which one you're rolling, because there might be slightly different information depending on which one you roll. Which one did Gregor roll?
Choose whichever one you like. Mine are all 6.
Yeah, but you need to tell me which one.
Let's go with nature.
Okay. So it's nature, survival, or perception. One of the 3.
I also want to roll. Sorry, I'm just busy.
Eat in peace. We don't mind. We'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Eating. I started choking.
Oh, doch. Don't choke.
Not this soon. Gregor's not that key.
I still have one more surprise in store. Huh? Thing yet? What the?
Oh,
good job, Oryn.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Oryn, what role was that? Nature, survival, or perception?
Perception.
Okay. And Lilith, that was perception.
That is correct. Yes, a critical fail.
Okay. So, Gregor, you were the only one who rolled nature, correct?
Yes.
So you can see that the trail that you're walking on, it seems narrower than it would seem for humans. For those of you that rolled perception, you can make out old footprints, but they don't seem to have boots or anything on them. Alpha would know that they seem like goblin footprints.
We're on the right path.
I can smell them.
We're off to slay the goblins.
And for Oryn, with your high roll there, You can probably make out that this path that you're currently on, it seems like groups of goblins have been walking here, but they seem to be light treads, so they don't seem to be goblins carrying anything. And from the footprints you see, that it seems that like there's probably 4 of them.
Okay. Good, good.
Just a quick thing. How old are these prints? Or how new are they?
That would have been survival.
Okay. Well, here we go. I'll do a survival. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much the same roll, so it doesn't matter. One more.
Maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a bit older, maybe a bit fresher.
Okay.
You're
Did
not
it-
sure. Other
Can
way.
I roll?
Did it
Can I roll a survival too? To
Sure,
see
go for it.
if I don't, we'll roll a 1 again.
Yeah.
did you say that thing that tried to grab Akari, did it make a hole in the bridge or did it come around the side of the bridge?
There's gaps in the bridge, so it reached
went
up
through a gap.
through one of them.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank
Lillith did see that the tracks are about 2 months old.
I like how we're just collectively
I'll-
ignoring what was under the bridge.
Well, no, I was thinking about
Yeah.
it, but I think, you know what?
Yeah.
I was thinking about, no, is it really worth? Well, let's try it.
No, I'm also I'm happy to ignore it. I just think
Let
it's
me check
funny.
how many I've got.
Like,
Hold on,
pick
hold
your
on, hold on.
battles.
Let me check how many I've got. How many? Open. Nope. Open.
If you want to try and see what was under the bridge, you'll have to roll a perception. And it's
No, it's
been
not what I want to do. That's
so-
not what I want to do. I want to see how many. Where did I put them? How many bombs I've got left? I had 3 last time I checked, if I remember right.
For those of you watching, Akari's looking at the bridge. She's not worried about the tracks and stuff.
I want to walk back and drop a bomb through the opening that the hand came up through.
You want to blow up the bridge.
No, it's how high is the bridge above the water? Because it would fall into the water and blow up in the water.
It's not high above the water. Like the bridge is just there, so you don't have to waddle
I was
through the
gonna
water.
say,
Okay.
yes, we don't know what lives in there and you want to blow the bridge up. No, 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 no.
Hey, dinner is served. That's supposed to be lunch. Okay, leave that then. I was under the impression it was higher up than that.
So, do you guys want to continue along the path?
I'm happy to.
Yep, we started already, so let's keep on going. I'll share with the team that these tracks are about 2 months old.
Okay, cool.
You guys walk up the path and you eventually get to a fork in the road. So you can clearly see the road that leads left from the way that you approach. So this one here has a lot more goblin footprints, and this one over here seems to have heavier goblin footprints. But they're all leading towards the left side.
Guess they're all going left.
Yes.
So one bunch came in carrying something, and the other bunch came in not carrying something.
Oh, this bunch is going out. And there's also going back, but yeah, it's difficult to see. This path at the bottom is both ways traffic. This one seems to have heavier footprints that came back in, and then here's also in and out.
A mix.
Yeah.
Should we go in? Okay, the heavier was going in. Am I understanding correctly?
So it's leading down towards where you are, and then towards the left.
So they came in carrying something down here.
Yes.
Is the question. So they're taking something there. So either we can go back the other way and see where they got, but they would take us back to the, well, we don't know that. They'll take us back towards the beginning if we go there to see what they were carrying, or others we can go to look where they were carrying it to.
That is correct.
What is the most recent set of footprints? would we be able to tell that? Like,
Survival check, I believe.
So the most
I should.
recent sets of footprints. Are you checking specifically on the road or just the surrounding area?
Excuse me.
Anyway, the surrounding area, on the road, both.
So if you want to check specifically for the most recent tracks, roll survival. If you want to check if there's more than just goblin tracks, roll perception.
I'll check for just
Is this a
goblin
team
checks.
thing?
Yeah, it's a team thing. You guys can do both if you want to.
Okay. So, Oryn, which one are you doing? And I'll do the other one.
I have a
Perception or
+9. I have a +9 for perception, but only a +2 for survival.
So I'll do
Okay,
survival
let
because
me
I've got
try
+6 for all of them.
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
a bit
Lilith.
better.
No
So-
worries, no worries. I'll see how the rolls go if I need to jump in on either.
That was
The most
survival.
Alright.
recent tracks all lead in towards the left.
Wow.
Good job,
That was the perception roll.
team.
Great. So with your perception roll, right, you see that on the sides of the road, seemingly to be coming. Oh, I just want to check from this side. So from where you came from, but not on the road. There's a strange combination of footprints. Some have boots, some look more skeletal, but they're all leading to the left as well.
Okay, so we're going to the left then, I'm assuming, everyone.
I am on board with that idea.
Okay. We'll go left.
All right. Also with your perception rolls and stuff, it's like just past midday,
Okay, cool.
so
The
it's not
midday sun.
dark. It's not dark, but it is eerie inside here, so it is a bit darker than it would have been outside of the marsh. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So as you walk around
Other
the corner,
grow, can we see? Or
you can see quite far in the pathway. It seems like this
Okay.
was a pathway before, and
Cool.
whatever is walking here has kind of kept it a pathway. As you turn the corner, in the distance, you see a small village. There's no signs of movement in the village, but I'm gonna change the scene to the village that you're gonna see.
dun.
So you guys would be entering from the top here. But this is kind of the layout of the village you see.
Deja vu, peeps.
I'm going to turn to Lilith and ask if she would be, if it would be possible to scout.
Okie dokie. As the rogue, I have
To just kind of scout the surroundings and let us know.
stealth, so I assume I should do a stealth roll then. Should I do a stealth roll?
Yeah, you can. I'm just going to put you all in a line, but it's depending on how you enter would be how you would be standing.
Lilith would be entering the village stealthily, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully I don't have buckets tied to my ankles.
Decent. So you walk into the broken down wall.
Thankfully, I'm pretty high on stealth. Right. Is there any, like, can I sort of creep to the, let me just use a pointer. Can I sort of, is there any thing here to creep around not to be seen? Because obviously we don't know this village.
Yes, you can go either this way or that way. Here's a big lake, though, so here's not a lot to hide behind, but these are buildings and small walkways, and you see the route up to the doors have small ladders at the bottom of them, so all of these buildings are slightly lifted off the ground.
Who was that hung from the bottom of the walkway? Who was it? Was it Chuffy?
Yes, we
There
were
were two of us.
there as goblins.
Yep.
Yes.
Which way do you want to go?
I'll sit to the side of the building and see if I can peek into the building, see if there's any life or form of life in there. Obviously, with the team staying outside, sort of stay hidden.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, you keep cutting out while you're speaking, eh?
Sorry.
Okay, sorry, I don't know why. But is that better? I'm trying to hold down this button as best I can.
Slightly, but it still sounds like you're cutting out.
Okay.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Hey, there we go. Just be connecting up some headphones. Check if that works better. Nope, can't hear anything.
Okay, are you guys
There we
able to
go.
hear me better now?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
It's most of the delay, but yes.
So you want to try and look
Okay,
inside the
so
building, right?
I'll sub yes, and if I can see as far as possible into the village, but stay hidden at the same time, even if it means I have to kind of almost crawl under the walkway if I need to.
Okay. So the first thing you'd notice as you walk in is this is some sort of animal pen. You're not quite sure what it is. Doesn't really resemble anything you know from the first world.
It is empty.
It is empty, yes. And then as you walk up to this building here, like I'm gonna put you there. So your height, any standard height, would pretty much be able to see inside the rooms. So you'd just be able to see inside the room, and you can see it's in total disarray. There's ruined chairs and stuff on the ground. Maybe makeshift chairs. But whatever was in here, it tried to get out of this room quickly, and it seems like there was some sort of battle here.
Oh
Corpses?
wow, okay. Is
What did
is
Chuffy
there
do?
any life that I can see?
Nope. It is eerily silent.
So Chaffee and friends are far, far away.
Okay, I'll motion to the team and then I'll continue into the village, sort of around the perimeter, and try and peek into, work my way towards the center here somewhere to see if we can see any sign of life. And just motion to the team to follow me.
Okay, so are you going to check this room next? Or which room are you going to check next?
Yes. I'll move. Yeah, I'll move this way. Is the little rectangle
That's a door.
thing
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool,
to
cool.
see inside here, because it's at a bit of a different angle, you can just see like part of the wall from this walkway here. So you get onto the walkway and you look inside the room. It seems to be a guard post, but it's also empty. No signs of life. Like a makeshift tower, kind of.
I would move in so long
Oh wow.
and kind of where Lillith was lost. Also trying to be stealthy. I can probably roll for stealth. I'm trying to be overly stealthy. But
You can roll stealth if you want to.
I just did. I'm gonna see it now.
15, cool. So Lilith, do you want to continue through? Because you can see there's another doorway here. So there's another
Okay.
door
Did
through the room.
okay. Can Gregor and Akari and them see me from where they're standing? Because then I'll
Mhm.
just motion to them that I'll continue in and scout around to see if I can see any other anything alive. Because right now there's no sign of life yet.
But Gregor's gonna try and motion towards the other places here and kind of motion. Do you want him to go that way? Point to himself and then point to the other side.
I'll show you a thumbs up and then you can scout the one half, I'll scout the other. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll go this way.
Okay. Lilith, you make
No,
it
go
through.
go with Lilith first. The rest of you, I don't want you to feel left out or anything.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to enter as well. Akari's just standing close to the animal pen here for now. Not being
How
the best at
high?
stealth, she's not going to enter.
How high does my broom go?
Oh wow.
I think it's in the description of it.
That's a good call.
I'm just checking for you. Just give me a second.
Just want to mention it could also make you a very valid target.
True,
Possibly.
but I have a plan. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, cool. Far be it from me.
Alpha, are you going to enter the town as well?
I'm trying to think how Alpha would feel seeing a goblin
Yeah,
village.
that's a very good question. I was kind of wondering the same thing, to be honest.
Burn it down. Get your
You might,
revenge.
I was going to say, you might eventually get your chance to burn something down.
I knew that grease I bought was for nothing, or was not for nothing.
I think it's 15 feet into the
And
air.
I can
It's not
help
that
you
high.
with fire arrows.
Yeah, it's 15 feet into the air for now. It'll improve as it grows bigger, but yeah, for now it's 15 feet. That's about 5 feet higher than the palisade walls.
And I suppose the
All
buildings as
right.
well.
Some of the buildings,
Yeah, cool.
specifically this one here in the back, no. And here's a few buildings with roofs that are a bit higher than that as well.
Can Oryn go to around here with Silas on the broom and just hover just enough that you can't really see her whole body, obviously, but to peer as far over the roofs as possible
Okay.
without sticking too much of her body up?
Okay, 100%. So as you peer over this guard post here, right? You see over here, it seems to be cages, and you can see small skeletal corpses inside them.
Oh no, that's actually sad.
I was also thinking, no, I'm glad I picked the left side of the village.
Okay, so Lilith, you reach the door, right? As you try and open this door, it seems jammed or stuck. If you want to open it, you'll have to do a strength roll.
I don't think I've got strength, but hold on a seckie.
It's not going to take a lot. The door is quite shoddy, but it is stuck. It's not opening.
Handmade by goblins, kind of their version of made in China.
Gregor,
Yep.
do you want to
Okay,
go
it's
into
just a
the
straight
Yeah,
up
little...
yeah.
20.
I do, but let Lillith finish first, and then I can go ahead and do my thing if you like. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
just going to put you inside there, and then I'll
Oh,
see
cool.
what the roll is.
No. That's not gonna work. I'll need Alpha to come help me here, I think.
Well, you needed a 5. It's really not a strong door, right?
Made in China, I told you.
Okay,
So as you
fantastic.
feel the door is jammed and you bash your shoulder against it, right? The entire door splinters apart and you're kind of standing with the handle in your hand. And as the door splinters apart, you see a goblin skeleton like just collapse towards the entryway. So it was a... Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So there's a
How far decomposed are they?
skeleton.
You say skeleton, so this is a long time ago, in other words.
Well, it's still got bits of flesh and stuff, but it's mostly a skeleton. So it's quite decomposed.
Okay, so it's been
And
quite a while. We're not talking like a week or two ago.
It's decomposed and eaten. If that makes sense.
You know, check out the tooth marks. CSI, check out the tooth marks.
Yeah. Shall I just step over the goblin? Obviously, the smell must be something pretty ripe, and see if I can see anything else on the skeleton, maybe, or on the decomposing body. Let me check. I don't know if my what would I need? Nature to see what
Medicine.
trumped it or something. I don't know.
Medicine.
Okay,
Yes.
give me.
So, Gregor, as
Yep.
you get into the watchtower over here, you see there's a few arrow shafts and a bunch of blood inside this
Blood.
blood. It's dried
What
up,
color
but
blood?
you can clearly see it's blood.
What color blood?
It's
Normal red?
goblin blood.
So I don't think goblins have red blood. That's kind of where I'm going with that.
Yes, I think they have red blood.
Okay. Woo!
Two.
A boom!
Natural 20.
So you see that this goblin, right? It was killed by a sword strike, right? And it is pierced through the chest. Seems like its heart was pierced as well.
Cool.
And the tooth marks seem to be goblin.
Oh my head. Okay. Yes, I've still got my sword with me. I think I may just remove that and keep it in hand of discovery.
Okay, so you're going to move forward, right?
Okay,
Yes, I'll continue down the passage.
you'll feel like the shell around your neck vibrate slightly.
Gregor's trying to
The
speak to
phone's
you.
ringing.
Okay,
You
yes,
got mail.
Your cell phone. Your
good
cell
phone.
phone is ringing.
I love it, the shell phone. That's from now on, that's its name. The shell phone.
Okay, permission
Lilith,
granted.
So as you
What do
walk
you
forward,
want?
right, and you kind of answer and you peer towards the side, this door is burnt away, and the entire room here seems to be fire damage. So you can see through this onto onto the walkways and stuff. This entire room seems to have been burnt away.
Gregor's, you're going to hear
Okay,
Gregor kind of think,
so
There seems to be nothing here but a massacre. Not even enough for me to do anything with it.
Well, Gregor, there's I've got a partial goblin over here. If you're interested, if there's anything you can scavenge of that. But just heads up, it seems to have been eaten by the team members around you, and let them know we're dealing with some cannibalistic goblins, for lack of a better term.
Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oryn, do you want to fly anywhere else with your broom?
I'm contemplating something first. Give me a minute.
Okay, no problem. Alpha, do you want to enter the village?
Yes. Alpha will stand there.
Okay. You're going to get back from... It's going to kind of buzz again. Get it like vibrating again. And Gregor will say, goblins don't eat each other unless in dire circumstances. It is very much against their beliefs. Unless, of course, you're a Velp, in which case it is not only allowed, but it is approved.
But
You're still cutting out.
just a heads up to everybody to. Okay, let me just change my settings. Okay, right. How's my
Yeah, it's
talking,
back again.
peeps?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay. Okay. So
You're gone again.
how's the internet? I'm not trying to be funny. Just give me a sec, guys.
Give me to bring your cord.
Might help.
Okay, I'm going to bring a cord quickly.
Okay, so while they're sorting out, Oryn, do you want to do anything else? Alpha, do you want to do anything?
Is there any recall knowledge Alpha can roll in regard to the village and the goblins? Maybe something that could help?
From where you're standing right now, not really. If somebody asks you something, like, you'd probably be able to recall what this is here. Or if somebody asks you, listen, is this standard goblin procedure or something like that, then you would be able to, yes. But for now, you haven't discovered anything that's, you need to recall knowledge for.
Okay.
You could probably on the animal pen, but it's not going to be a difficult one. You'll be able to identify it was a pig's pen. And from your knowledge about goblins, they like to keep certain mascots.
Sorry,
So
yeah,
if
sorry,
they have
ladies and
animal that
gentlemen.
they will keep it as a mascot. So I'm going to give you that information just straight off the bat. You won't even have to roll for that.
Love that. Thank you.
There you go. Okay, so we just have to rearrange here. Our internet has been glitchy lately.
No
Well, the
stress.
Wi-Fi, not the internet. The Wi-Fi has been a bit glitchy lately.
Oryn didn't see anything else, did she? You only said just the this cages and the little skeletons and things here.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
It makes cutting off the ears really difficult.
um Oryn is going to come down the side of the buildings here to get a closer look at the cages.
Okay. So are you inspecting the cages specifically, or what are you looking for at the cages?
Again, just the general area. But maybe taking a little bit of a closer look at the cages just to see if she can see anything in there that could point to what. Because obviously she hasn't heard what Gregor or Lillith have said. So kind of if she can see anything that would point to why there's a lot of skeletons there.
Okay. So as you get closer, you see some of the cages, right? There's different sized cages. And then you see the smallest cage has the smallest skeletons, and as the cages get bigger, the skeletons get bigger, right? And you see at the where the skeletons are the biggest, you can see almost it looks like tooth marks on the actual palisade or the metal bars on around the side. And if you look close enough, you can see that most of the skeletons have some sort of indication that they were wounded. So like a gash in the skull or a arm that's on the side, not attached to the body anymore or something. So something came in here and killed them. But you can't see what it was.
Good. I love that. How big are the smallest skeletons?
Smaller than Silas. Maybe a foot, if you had to kind of take a guess.
Hmm.
The largest of them are almost the same size as Silas. Maybe a few slightly bigger, a few bit smaller, but kind of the same size as Silas.
Okay. What does the goblin skeleton even look like? Does it look
Vaguely
like
humanoid,
human?
a lot bigger than usual head.
Oryn wants to take one of the skulls of like the smallest one.
You want to take a goblin skull.
And
The
that's for
smallest.
Yorick.
Yes.
I knew him well.
Okay. So you just walk up, pick up a small skull.
Everything's fine. I can take it. Whatever. That's all good.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Like it's just laying there on the
Good.
ground. So
I'm worried that if I do anything, something's gonna like come out of the ground and swallow me whole. You know. Anyway, I want to attach the skull to my broom, like at the front.
Oh, wow.
okay. So you kind of place it on the
Give me a second,
small
guys. I've
branch
got
at the
something for
front.
you.
Say again. Sorry.
Dude.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, now everyone went dead there for a second. Go ahead.
Sorry. What did you say?
Said you have something for us.
I have
Huh?
something for you.
No. That's my dad said that.
Oh no, I'm talking to you.
So you just attach the skull to the front part of the broom, correct? So kind of where the arm is that Silas is holding on to would be the easiest place to attach it. So right at the tip of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No issues.
Go ahead and check the chat. Give me a second. And then I have a visual aid for you.
Oh, I actually saw that on Pinterest while I was looking now. Okay, cool.
Imagine that, undead goblins.
Please don't. I don't want to imagine that. That's why when I asked, I was like, is it fine if I take the skull or is something going to reach up and grab me? This was the image that was in my head because I just saw that. I'm like, I don't really want to fight zombie goblins.
So I'm going to go ahead and move you towards where the smallest cages would be,
There you go.
just so you could get the spell.
Cool.
And then please make a perception check as well.
Oh dear. Yep.
Nice.
Cool. Can you guys hear me better now?
We can.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So with your perception, right, you could almost swear you just saw this door close. Like something, like it was slightly open, and it just closed.
Good. Oryn is going to.
Cast Acid Slash.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
If Oryn flies up, will anybody else be able to see her?
If you fly up another 15 feet, everyone will be able
No,
to see you.
No,
because
I wouldn't because
yeah,
I'm inside a building, so I wouldn't.
yeah.
Me too. I'm also in the boat. Oh no, maybe.
Well, you could see through this burnt
Yeah.
Yeah, I
down
was going to
building.
say you can see through. I
Okay.
wouldn't be able to see because I'm inside a building at the moment.
Don't
So
worry.
even if you
I've
go up
got
just
my
5
cell
feet,
phone.
you'd be above most of the buildings.
Okay, Oryn is going to do that, and what she's going to do is she's going to be quiet, and she's going to like wave her hands across and look at everybody, trying to get their attention. Again, just nothing other than that. So hopefully you guys would see the broom go up. I mean, you know. And then she's just going to like point down to where she sees the movement and say, or not say, but she's just going to point down here, like, come check it out.
Cool. I'll shell phone call Gregor this time and say, stick to your forward route. Head towards where. Did he see Oryn move around the building or not?
No.
Okay, I'll just tell her move towards the back end of the compound. I am making my way there. Oryn is pointing at a building. I'm not sure what's there.
Alright, so are you guys rushing or moving slowly towards Oryn?
I'm going to move slowly.
I'm gonna take the slow and steady approach as well. Oh, I've
Are you
got
taking
another
the
door.
shortest route, or are you going through the buildings and stuff?
Can I go move through this burnt down bit and take a short cut
Directly across.
stealthily, yes, to the other end of the compound, or do I have to continue?
Well, if you go here, you'll just have to make like a bit of an athletics roll to jump over, because this is it's a jump to get from here to the walkway, because the
Okay,
walkway is above the ground.
that's gonna make a little bit of noise. You said I need to roll what again? Apologies.
Athletics.
Athletics
Give me a sec.
or acrobatics. Acrobatics, yeah, acrobatics would work better
Oh,
for this one.
way better on this one. I think that'll work. I
Yeah,
hope.
nice.
You make the jump over
Good job.
with relative ease.
Still stealthily, I hope.
Yeah. You do kind of stop yourself against this wall, and you feel the entire wall kind of bend in. So even the walls aren't that thick.
Cool. I can't hear anything over here, right? Other than my own breathing right now.
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
Cool. Then I'll also move towards the back there, in the shortest distance.
This way or down? Because there's no doors on this room for you to go through.
Okay, and there, let me just get the pointer again.
Those are all rooms.
If
So you
I
need to go
go
through all those doors.
here? What's there?
Ground.
There's no ladder down, so you'll have to climb down, and then here's a ladder up, and then there's another room.
Okay. Let me follow Gregor, or maybe follow through the big house. The like center is the door at the bottom. So if I go there, do I need to break this door down again, or can I just walk through there?
Just walk through the door. There's no need to break down anything.
Okay.
This room here is, you can see there was a fireplace in the middle, and there's old herbs and stuff around the corners of this building, but there's no signs of life or anybody being here any recently.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just continue towards the back and see what the rest of the team are doing.
So Alpha, are you going to continue take the shortest route towards Oryn, or are you going through the buildings as well?
Alpha. Oh, sorry. Alpha will take the shortest route.
Oh, do you want your horse, by the way?
That would be fantastic if he can come with us.
Alpha waited how many episodes for his steed?
Akari and them are just going to walk underneath the walkway. So crawl underneath and go through this walkway here. Also towards this building, the area that Oryn pointed towards. So Gregor, I'm going to jump to you now, and then I'm going to go back to Lillith.
Mhm.
So you walk down, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you open the door to this room.
Yep.
And you see it's a small storage room. Typical goblin storage room, though. There's a bunch of crap inside here.
I will.
Dripping.
Hold on. Doch, look for anything useful. If a 9, that's not really going to work. That was perception.
It's a bunch of crap.
And then head, obviously, for this door over here.
Lilith? See that
Right.
here's another doorway here.
Okay.
Kind of imagine that this is going to be a ladder leading down, and then you see there's another door next to it.
Okay, let me take the ladder going down, sort of in front of where Akari and Andariel are at the moment, and then also go under the walkways, and under the one towards the back room, because I see there's a ladder, if I'm not mistaken, at the back, right at the back of the other room. No,
Yeah.
to the right, that one, sort of aiming for that one.
So you're going to go through here.
Under there, yes, correct.
Okay. Also, you make it to under the walkway, pretty much. Gregor and Oryn, what do you guys want to do next? And then I'm just going to move
Ladies
Alpha
first.
forward towards the cages, and then Akari and them
Is
are
he
gonna...
on his horse or is his horse apart? His steed.
It's a good question. Alpha, are you on your horse, or is the horse walking next to you?
Probably get off the horse when we got by the wall or the gate. So off.
Okay. Cool,
Okay.
cool. Thank you.
Question: are we familiar with the fact that goblins hate horses and dogs, or is that just because we've played a goblin raiding party
I could
before?
check that with my knowledge, but I don't know yet that Alpha's on his horse.
Okay, cool.
Well, you would know his horse is with him.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's walked the road with us.
Yeah, but it could have been in the. You could have left it out the gate for all I know. I mean, I've been pretty much indoors. I haven't been able to really see him from where I've been.
Okay. Oryn, did you notice
Oryn
that?
is
Yeah, it seems almost like the walkway kind of connects to the ground. So somebody kind of pushed up the ground. So it's just the easier way to get up and down. So here on the side, the railings have been broken off, and the ground is raised up to meet the walkway.
Where?
Yeah.
Your point is not showing. There we go. That's better.
Are we gonna
um
find a bunch of starving what goblets? What's the little what's called?
No, the small goblins are dead. The whelps are dead.
All the whelps. Okay.
Arvin has
I
proof
like
of
the
that on
term
a broom.
goblet. What did you say,
Goblin
sorry?
is the one I liked.
Oryn has proof of the demise of the whelps
Oh,
on her broom.
yes. Yeah. Oryn is going to fly then a little bit closer to the railing over here. I don't know if I'd need a perception roll to see if I can hear anything, see anything else.
You're not being stealthy, correct?
I would like to be. I'm trying to be as quiet
cool.
as possible.
Okay. You can make a stealth roll, but you can't add your bonus onto it. So it's a d20.
Just straight.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. I'm impressed.
See what is this guy's perception? Yeah. No.
Dun 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 dun.
Very subtly telling us and spoiling that was not in fact the wind that made the door close.
Oosh, not.
You
Good.
hear a war horn sound inside the building, and a bunch of screams and roars from what you can assume are goblins.
Okay.
Okay, we would have probably all heard that.
Yeah, everybody knows that there's a group of goblins inside here. Exact size you don't know, but you heard some sort of signal, and then a bunch of goblins answering the signal.
I'll go. I'm going to burst through the door.
Stealth to the wind. Gregor's joined the party. Come on,
And take out a hand crossbow.
Okay. Lillith? Everybody's going to get a free action here, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Okay, I'm still moving towards the ladder at the back of that building. I think that's a good sort of vantage point to be at. I'm assuming there's a door if there's a ladder leading up, right?
Maybe that leads to
So
the roof.
as you reach this area, you see these are like half length walls here. And you can see here's seems like there used to be a door here. And there's a window right here. And inside the window, you can make out 4 sets of ears. Just the tips of their ears.
4
Right.
sets, not 4 ears. Okay.
Yes. Right. I'll shell phone Gregor and advise him of that so that
The
he
number you have dialed is not available at the moment. Please try again later.
funny. So that he can share that with the team as well, that I can see in the back room, well, in the back of the building. I don't know if it's a room or not yet. In the back of the building, there seems to be 4 goblins or 4 sets of ears. I would assume that each set of ear is attached to a goblin.
Safe assumption.
Gregor will kind of point to you and kind of point to the back and hold up 4 fingers.
So it would be Oryn and Alpha that can see that.
Oryn and Alpha can see, yeah.
Okay. So obviously Oryn saw that, I'm assuming, okay. Oryn is going to cast Spout then at that back room.
Spout. What does Spout do?
Water blasts upwards, coming from out of the ground, rising from a pool, or even manifesting from thin air. Any creature in the area take bludgeoning damage equal to 1d4 plus 2 with basic reflex saving throw.
What's the
So
range?
30 feet. And the area is a 5-foot cube.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. So they need to make standard reflex saves. Okay. No issues. No issues.
So do I roll for that so long?
You can roll damage. I don't think it's actually to hit. You don't need to roll to hit.
Okay. So just the 1d4 plus 2.
Plus, yes.
Nice.
There we go.
Good job, Oryn.
Max damage.
Let's do that quickly. I need to get through to the correct one over here. Okay. Reflex saves, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one does not hit. What's your spell DC? What's the target they need to hit?
Good question. 17.
Wow.
Nice spell there.
I feel like there's no kind of, it's probably so high because there is no reflex in the world that could just help you out of a giant like wave of water just
Coming out of
paneling you
nowhere.
from the bottom. Yeah.
Right. So water kind of gushes around the sides of the building and stuff here, and you do hear the goblins inside here like scream out, but you don't see any of them dying.
Plus he forced it, so yes.
See them moving around and stuff, but yeah.
Okay, so Gregor's gonna walk to the door.
No. You already had your action.
Okay, cool. I'll do another action. Okay, go. That's fine.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Alpha's going to run to Oryn, or to the doors. I don't know how far he can get.
Yeah,
Get
so about
like
there.
there. And the horse kind of follows you, just trampling over the cages and stuff, breaking some of them as well.
Yeah, crunches, it steps on a skull or a sternum.
I
And
love
then
how destructive we are.
we can roll for initiative. Remember, your initiative is a d20 plus your perception.
Kind of shakes off its hoof, trying to get the goblin rib stuck to the hoof off again. 1, 2, 3, 4,
What
5.
even?
D20 plus perception, did you say? Sorry.
Correct.
16. Recent rule change, just by the way.
Just want to type it in here. So, Oryn, you have a 10, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I had 16.
Okay. Oryn, 10.
Wow.
25 for me.
Gregor, 16, Gregor.
Yep. And 25 for Lillith.
Alpha.
16 as well. Alpha can go first.
Can I roll for the horse as well?
Sure.
Nice. Horse needs a name, Alpha.
Horse does have a name.
17.
Rolbrick. What is it?
Rokur.
Rokur. There we go. So close. That's what I said.
Yeah, good on you, Oryn, for remembering that one. Rokur. Sure.
Just want to check what Kari's perception is. I think it's plus 9.
Does anybody
Wonders how
else
it works. That would be nice.
Does anybody else feel bad about attacking our goblin village?
Okay, also a 10.
Actions have consequences.
True that. Are you gonna just roll for Akari or Andariel as well?
Kind of act at the same time.
Yeah. Silas, you're going to take the same for Silas, or do you want Oryn to roll for Silas?
She could roll for Silas if she wants to, unless she wants to have them act at the same time.
Let me see what I'll roll for Silas. It's okay. Let me just see what his perception is. +4. 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
E.
Silas, 6.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to roll all the goblin stuff.
Mhm.
Then I put them into groups.
How many are there?
A
I'm going to
few.
go with more than 4.
Yeah, we can only see 4, but I think possibly we are mistaken that there are other ones hidden in the rest of this building, I assume.
Go those 2, done those 2 groups. Let's add this one. That's not good. And this one. Sorry, cat just walked over my keyboard. Okay, so first we have Lillith.
Right, what shall I be doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Right, Oryn's kind of I can't exactly throw fire on top of water. That's not exactly gonna work. So I'll move as close as I can to, or do I need to move any closer to be able to see into the rest of the building? I'll let me for now. Yep. If I move a little bit closer, can I see through this door that you said there used to be a door into the front half of the building, or won't I be able to see that?
Do you want to move here?
No, still around the back where I am. But then if I move maybe closer to the stairs, not onto the landing if I can avoid it, and look into the front of the building where you said there used to be a door. I can see there used to be a door.
Right, so do you want to move here?
Yes.
Okay.
For now, and if I have 3 actions
Do
in
you, do
combat,
you hug the wall? Or how do you move down and then towards here? Or do you hug the wall?
I'd like to hug the wall and stay sort of in stealth as much as possible.
Okay.
So like that. Or something along the lines. But still trying to stay unnoticed. Akari and Andariel they didn't do anything in the last round, or did I just miss it?
They just moved closer.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, yes, I was just helping with tech support there quickly.
Ooh, not 160. 16. Go.
Quick question, and I apologize if I missed it. Did the war horn sound come out of the same building?
Yes.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Okay, so you hug the wall, but as you come around the corner, you see they're looking outside the window, so they are looking towards you.
Yay! I'll dodge back behind the wall if I can and see if now I'm their target, right? So the other guys can potentially enter through the front door. My shell phone to Gregor, I think I've just been spotted by the goblins. They seem to be focusing on me now.
Okay.
Do you want to try and attack them, or what do you want to try and do?
Can I save my attack roll and see what happens for the rest of the round, or do I need to make 3? Do I need to do it right now?
No, you don't need to do it right now. You can hold your attacks or hold your turn.
Cool. I think I'll do that for now.
Okay, it's the steed.
You use the steed as bait.
You can use them as bait.
Wow.
Goblins
They're going
don't
to
like
charge through the
horses.
door.
Good idea, but the thing is, if he charges through the door and there's a lot more goblins than we thought, then this steed is going to be stuck. So maybe not. Is there
Silas almost.
a...
I like how Silas almost died, yet I'm still the best parent out of the 3 of us, considering I still haven't sent him into battle as a sacrifice.
It's a war horse, I think.
It's in
It
the
looks
name.
like a war
I'm
horse.
with him. I'm with you. It's in the name.
Okay.
Is there a window on this side?
You can walk around to see.
Okay.
Where?
Can I move the horse just a little bit? And he'll see if there's a window.
Yes.
Love that. Does he see the goblins? I presume.
Yes. He sees
Okay.
them.
He'll tell Alpha about the 4 goblins,
Yes, he does.
and then I want the horse to retreat, tactically retreat,
How far?
as far as he
far as
can.
he can.
Or maybe not too far, but yeah. Right now, I guess as far as he can.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
So next, let's go for. You said Alpha can go first, right?
I said
Gregor?
Alpha can go first. 100% correct. Yeah.
Okay, Alpha.
Alpha's gonna yell that there's four more on the left side of the building.
Okay.
And then how many moves would it be for him to coat and light his sword?
Gonna say for coating and lighting, I'll say 1 action.
1 action.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do that.
Okay.
I just want to take it off. And then he's gonna move up to the door. And then try and set it alight.
Gonna set the door on fire.
Well, if there's a thatch roof or anything that is very flammable.
The entire building and the walkway that you're on is made of wood.
I mean, we can retreat back, surely.
Is that
Yeah.
not gonna have the same effect as your horse trotting in through the doors? Aren't we gonna have them swarming outside?
They'll be trapped though, and they're running into us.
Okay. Cool.
Or is that a bad call?
No, I'm
No,
just
go-
putting
Your
it
choice.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
live. What is it?
The dangerous thing.
Yeah. Let's
Live
Roll the
fast.
1d6 as you
Live
try and
fast.
set the door on fire.
D6.
Alpha
Okay.
is living fast, potentially dying young, and having a good-looking corpse.
Okay, so you do 1 fire damage to the door. It does not set on fire yet.
Can I do it again?
Yeah. Two more fire damage. You can see that the wood of the door is starting to go black, so it's starting to char, but it's not on fire yet. And that's your 3 turns, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a double door.
Yes, there's 2 doors next to each other
Okay,
here.
cool. And that's the door. The door in front of Alpha's the one that's kind of burning.
This one, yeah, yes.
Okay.
This one is not burning yet.
Okay, thank you.
Gregor, your turn.
I'm going to move to the other door. Kind of stand with my... No. Stand next to it. Like that. Kind of there. With my back against the wall. And kind of look at Alpha and go, amateur. And push the door open with one arm and throw a bomb inside with the other.
Okay.
Roll it along the ground.
Can you please just warn the rest of us that you're throwing bombs into the building?
It's not that big a bomb. It's just like a minor alchemy bomb. I had 3 left. I have 2 now. Just DM FYI.
Please make an attack roll.
Like 20. I'm just checking what the plus is. I think it's +7. I'm just trying to get into now what my throat thing is. Kitty, for Pete's sake. Sorry, these cats are driving me up the wall. +7.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm just trying to get to +7. 7.
Okay, you can roll damage.
It's 1d6 if I remember correctly.
Believe so. So these 3 here take damage because they would be the ones in the direct
Yeah,
explosion.
yeah.
Yes.
So you'd carry it kind of stand with his back, push it up, and run with the other one. Like I said, let's look at Alpha go amateur. And he was like boom from inside. Well, probably more like a boom. It's not that big a bomb.
Ladies, you're both pretty.
And again, the hand that he pushed the door open with would be the one that's still holding the hand crossbow. So I haven't put that down. It's still in my hand.
Okay. No issues at all.
And for his other action, I'm going to smile and hand another bomb to Alpha.
Much
And
damage to do? 4, eh?
4, yes, 4. And then my second action.
Did you hand the bomb to Alpha?
Yeah, I've got 3 bombs. I threw one in, handed one to Alpha.
Yeah, so that's your second action. So third
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, my second attack would be my third action.
Correct.
I'm just trying to see what the thing would with the +4, I think. If I remember right. No, +3.
It would be the second
Plus
one
3.
for
Plus
attacks.
3. Plus 3. Plus 3.
It would be the second one for attacks.
Yeah, got it.
Also,
Plus
right?
3.
Okay. Who are you shooting at?
I'm not shooting. I'm rolling the last bomb inside as well.
Okay. You can roll damage.
Ugh, doch.
Oof.
That one goes like poof. Yeah, it doesn't go poof, it goes poof.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
So this door here is now slightly open, correct?
Yeah, slightly open.
So, Lilith,
Yeah.
you hear these 4 goblins busy speaking, right, in kind of hushed tones, and then you hear it sounds like flint and steel, and then you almost hear like a fuse light.
Do
Okay.
you still have the shell phone on?
I have the shell phone. Yes.
I speak Goblin.
They're not speaking that loudly.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll shell phone this back to Mr. Let's Blow It All Up in the corner there. Oryn is surrounded by the TNT boys at the moment, but let them know that it almost appears as if the goblins are saying, "We've got a boomstick too, bro." So watch out.
Cool.
Did we skip Akari again?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Akari's just living her best life watching all of this go down.
Yep.
So,
Kern and
okay.
Dariel sitting eating popcorn, having a nice long Coca-Cola.
13 misses, right, Gregor?
What, me?
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Whose turn is it?
You're looking for an 18.
This one over here, who stands on
Ah.
top of a chair using a longbow. And you're human, right?
Is that a question or a challenge?
It's a question for Gregor. He is human, right?
Who?
You, Gregor.
Is human? Yeah.
Okay, so
Last time I checked, I was. I'm not gonna be. Last time I checked, yeah. No, Gregor is human. Oh, wrong one.
that one. Need a 18, correct?
Yes, I'm putting it in now for you.
Okay, cool. So he gets +2 on attacks against humans, so that one would hit.
Okay. I put the armor class on there for you. It's really, really small, but I put it on there for you.
Cool, thanks. Appreciate that. You take 6 damage.
Okay, got it.
And you need to make a fortitude save, please.
Cool. Change, thank you. With advantage, you said, no?
Yeah,
You
you
got
made that one. Plus, arrow misses completely. Hits the side of the door.
Closes the door again. Hello, PD.
Right. So, Oryn, you gonna go first?
Okay. Oryn is the door's closed now again, I'm assuming.
No, I was just kidding.
This door is still
Oh.
slightly open.
Yeah, so I was just kidding.
Slightly open. Right. I will cast Needle Dart at
There
the
we go.
3 there.
It begins.
Give me a
Which
second.
specific one? This one, that one, this one?
Can I not send one at each of them, or
No, it's one target.
one target? Okay,
Yes.
I will go for, I don't know, whichever.
This one.
Let's go for that one. Sure.
Cool.
Why not?
You can roll your attack with the spell.
Cool. Hold on.
That's a miss.
Wow.
Damn it. Good.
The 3 needle blasts go flying through there and land in the wall behind them. Like, tuk, tuk, tuk. The goblin kind of looks around like, what the?
Let me use my short bow then for the first time.
Sure, go for it.
Forgive me. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it to
This
use
would be counted
it.
as your first attack.
Yes. First attack.
If you
Okay,
click on
so
it,
that's
it'll bring up
yeah,
all the pluses and then the rest of the stuff.
cool. So straight D20 plus whatever the attack is on that.
Yeah, whatever it says on the side there, yeah. For the first attack, you
Okay.
have 3 numbers. It's first, second, and third attack.
And just
Yes.
FYI, you have 10 arrows in the quiver.
Yeah, you need
that
to
I
remove them
gave
as you
you.
fire them,
So,
obviously.
yeah, we can. I'll replenish them for you, but just remember, for now, we're not close to each other. So you've got 10 arrows.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
nice.
No, that's not gonna work. That's me. I'm out of actions. In mind.
Nice try.
Okay. So, these goblins jump through the window, land on the ground here. This one runs up here, and he points a firework directly at Alpha.
Okay, hold on. Don't they take glass damage?
No, the windows are. They don't have glass in the windows.
I'm joking.
Holes the wall.
I'm joking.
And it is going to shoot its fireworks towards the people here.
3 of us standing like in a nice, neat little row. That one.
Yep.
Of course, yes.
Because why not?
Yep. We chose to line up in a straight line. That's our own fault.
We'll kill all the ankle biters now.
Oh, Aina, Luxon.
The 22 hit.
Mine's 19 or 18. Mine's 18.
A 22 on alpha does not hit.
Oh, yay!
Nice
That's
job,
so good.
Alpha.
Oryn?
No, that does hit. It hits quite hard, actually.
So it shoots out a couple of small projectiles. Some of them bounce off of Alpha's shield, and the other ones that hit Oryn and Gregor, right? You both take 9 damage, and you need to make a willpower save, please.
Hold on. Just let me make my adjustments. 9 damage, you said, Net. Whoops.
Correct.
Are the 3 healing hands people together there?
All the people that can heal pretty much more or less are standing here. Besides the thing, okay, wait, hold on. My thing's busy rebooting. My
Oryn,
wanderers.
you are distracted as the thing that just hit you
Just
explodes into a bunch of shiny little firework displays in front of you.
I'm going to do mine now. Sorry, the cat pushed the escape button, so I have to go back into Gregor's character sheet to see what the saving throw is.
It's not too bad. You just have 1 less action the next round.
I think mine's
Good.
7, but I'm going to just double check. So the cat closed my screen. You said it was willpower.
Correct.
Oh, no, it's 6. Okay, willpower is 6. Dice don't fail me now.
Gregor
19.
does not get distracted by the shiny fireworks. And
These
then
fireworks are sounding familiar.
this goblin runs in next to Alpha and tries to attack him with his dog slicer.
Ooh, catnip to Alpha.
Alpha, you would know that goblins that attack in groups seem to have more ferocity. You can remember that. But it misses.
Come on, little ankle biter. It's me and you next round.
I've got a bomb. I gave you a bomb.
That one also misses, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And the other ones inside kind of line up. You can see the walls inside here are broken away so that these doors and walls, it's just one big room, basically, inside here now. For everyone who sees inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Cool.
Akari and Andariel move closer. And that's their turn. She's far away, guys.
Just moving closer.
Do you want me to stay at the back of the building or move towards the front? I'm asking the team.
I would say
cell phone.
we're handling the ones in the front. Maybe you should handle the ones at the back if you can before they get closer to us.
Oryn?
Cool.
Good idea. Is it my turn? Am I going?
No,
Sorry.
no. You can go to the initiative tracker. You can see whose turn it is now.
No, I figured, but I heard my name. You
Yeah,
asking
so
me something.
I'm just going to say that as you look inside, you see the two goblins closest to their chieftain take out bigger fireworks and light them and aim towards you guys.
Good. I love that. I'll keep that in mind for my next turn.
Does that hit, Alpha?
That does hit.
Ow.
Oh, was it 26, hey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
26.
that does hit.
So it makes a massive explosion. The door you're trying to set alight gets blown apart. This door as well. Some of the wall is also missing, and it singes the ground that you're standing on. But all three of you take 11 damage.
All three of us.
Correct.
Can I make a dodge save, a reflex save?
Just a straight up ranged attack against you.
11
Assuming
damage.
Oh,
the
fuck.
3 is not like, anyone other than Oryn.
Just to give you
Methinks
guys.
we're in a little bit of trouble here, boys and girls.
Let me quickly show you.
Wasn't too bad. You take 12 additional damage, all three of you. As
Hold
the
on,
second
hold
one
on.
was a critical hit.
Hold on. 12.
Yes.
This is not as fair. So this is including Oryn, 11 damage, and then 12 on top of that.
It was 2 attacks.
Two different
No,
goblins attacking.
I'm just making sure I've got the right amounts here.
Okay, Gregor's down.
Amateur. Okay.
Does Gourd have healing hands? I'm just asking.
It is Silas's turn.
Shouldn't he have taken damage too
Keep
from
him
the fire?
No,
He's
no,
behind
he
Oryn.
shouldn't have.
I'm just saying.
Did Gourd take damage, Gregor?
No,
I can
neither
do
of
that.
them took damage. This
I can
has
put that
already
up there if
passed.
you'd like.
No, that's happened already. We'll remember for future, but now that's not happening. No, we're not gonna do that. Silas is.
Gonna run.
Yeah, I think so.
Let him hide. Let him hide under something. He's small
Yeah,
enough to fall in under something.
Just
I think
remember,
like
you are
there.
flying, right?
You're still on the
He's on the
broom.
broom. You can't let go of the broom.
You
Yeah,
could.
but Silas can hop off. He's on his own little branchy thing.
Yeah,
At
but
the
I mean,
front.
we were pretty low to the ground then.
Yeah.
At this
Not
point,
5 foot. I
anyway,
don't think he take any
considering.
damage. Again, I
So
don't know.
Yeah.
he won't take any fall damage. I'm just saying, like, if he lets go, he's gonna drop a bit and then be able to run.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, we were pretty close to the ground anyway, so Silas, I'm just gonna say go that way and hide under the bridge or, just wherever. Get away from this.
He's hiding underneath the building. You okay with that?
Yep, 100%.
Okay. So, Lillith, You still have your actions that you kept. Are you going to take them now?
Yes, I think I should. I just want to double check something on the longbow. It's also the first time I'm using it now. It says here attack bonus, it's +10 +5. So when I roll the d20, it's d20 +10, d20 +5, and the last
Yes.
one is 0.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
just a d20
Okay.
on the last one.
Sorry. It's been a minute.
So you step out to here to shoot your arrows into the goblins here, correct?
Yes, I would think so. I don't think I've got direct sight on the guys in the front. I don't.
Here you can't see.
Yes,
So
I
through this
can't see.
window you can see these four.
Okay, cool.
You're probably going to kill 3 of these now.
Maybe 13.
That's a mess.
You see now. Thank you for speaking on my hand before I rolled, DM. And another miss. I'll try again.
Change the color.
I've got naughty dice. All I've tried. This is like the 4th lot I'm trying here.
Well, at this rate, we don't have to worry about planning a wedding. So
True that.
That's a hit.
Awesomeness at long last.
You add your +1 because it's a +1, isn't it?
+1,
Yes.
I think. Oh, okay.
It would have been 14, 14, 16 then, if that makes a difference.
Oh, okay. I didn't add +1 on the Bloodseeker beak thing, I suppose. Right, so now it's a 1d8 plus 1 point on here. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 1d4 for the Bloodseeker beak.
Oh, so it's a d8, d4 plus 1.
Yes.
Correct. And then please tell me which goblin you're shooting.
Overkill.
11. Let's go for the one that's back. Okay,
Up
so
left,
the
bottom left, which one?
bottom, let's go bottom left. That's the one that's sort of closest, and I suppose first line of sight. Let's go for him.
Okay, he's gone.
Delete.
Okay. Can I see where they're storing the fireworks? I can't sort of see where they've got the fireworks because I've got fire arrows too, which I've kind of I've got the.
You can't see where they're storing the fireworks, but the rest of the people would be able to tell you. These are ones that they have with them. So they physically
Okay, on
took
the
it out,
person.
shot it,
You're carrying
and
them
then
on the
dropped it.
person.
Okay. So sorry, I'm just asking that in general. Is it back to me, or do other goblins have to make turns again? Take turns.
So it is your turn now again.
Right.
Because you held your turn from the previous round.
Yes. So let's try this again.
3 shots.
3 shots, yes. I'm not using fire arrows, I'm just using
Remember, it's
regular
+1.
arrows. Okay, I'll add a +1 on there.
So it's plus, if it's +10, you do +11 or
Plus
whatever.
11, cool, I'll do that. Thank you.
No problem.
Just want to check if it's not already counted in, hey?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'll put 10 and then you tell me if it's already on there or not.
Yeah, I'm just going to check for you quickly.
Thank you.
That would be with your dexterity.
So longbow. Already has the +1 on it, eh?
Okay, so that's +10, +5, and 0. Cool. All right, no
Right.
worries.
Oh. Okay.
That's a hit.
Cool. Can I fire all 3 shots and then do the damage, or do I? Oh no, damage first, ne?
You can fire all 3 shots. Each one of these has 1 life left, so
Oh, okay,
getting them kills them.
okay.
Oryn nearly wiped the room with her spell. Very nearly wiped the room with her spell.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Oryn, you rock. Okay, there we go. I'm keeping these dice so far.
No one misses.
Okay, do you want me to burn a 8 thingy key to try again, or do you want me to save on that for now?
I think you should save it,
Save on it. Yeah, we
considering we
just
don't
started.
get them.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, so Alpha, do you want the steed to move?
Would Alpha know? Would the goblins immediately attack the horse if they see him, or run
You
after
wouldn't
him?
know that.
Roll a perception check. These goblins are terrified. They are fighting whatever is here like their life depends on it. It doesn't matter what is here, they're just trying to kill whatever is here. So if you're closest, they're going to attack you.
I think I should bring the horse closer.
Cool. Readjust my screen.
There. So that's as far as it can move.
Yes. Does the horse also get 3 actions?
Well, that's with everything. It's done
Okay.
everything.
Okay. Cool.
So this last goblin warrior runs up to the window, points a firework at Lillith, and shoots.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Where do I see what they need to hit me?
At armor
8.
class.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you now. Mine's 20.
There we go.
It's a hit. Gonna get you now, you little shittles.
Please roll a willpower save as well, please.
And
As you
take 5 damage.
5 damage, yeah.
Give me a sec.
You get distracted by the pretty lights.
3. I'm gonna quickly check something.
Yes, you do. So your next turn, you only have 2 actions.
Okay. And I took 5 damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next, Alpha.
Alpha's gonna attack the goblin that's in front of him.
Okay, go for it.
You have a bomb. Just saying.
If I throw the bomb, does that count as an attack?
Yes.
Are you gonna throw it into the building though? And
Or
chop?
onto the two in front of you, maybe.
No, I'm asking because the guys in the building are also causing a lot of damage to you peeps.
Up to you.
Let's throw the bomb into the building.
Okay. So for that one, it's a D20. You're not trained with thrown stuff, like grenades and stuff, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Simple weapons, martial weapons, and unarmed attacks.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a D20.
So Gregor's knocked out, right?
Yep. He's down the
So
ground.
It's a really good thing that you gave that bomb to Alpha then.
you take the
Well-
bomb and you throw it inside, alright?
Roll a dice. Roll a die 8.
Hits the ground, and it rolls a couple of times, and it doesn't explode.
Oh my
So it's
god!
lying right here.
Gave me a
Okay.
dud, old man.
kind of hear the goblins laughing a bit.
Love that.
Cool. So you're gonna attack this one now.
Yes.
Go for it.
That'll be your first attack thing. Or is it your second attack?
Second, I believe.
Correct.
Yeah, first
What
was the bomb.
That is correct, yes. That's a hit.
Go Alpha, go Alpha.
Add a d6 onto your damage as well, eh? For the fire damage.
Yes.
Nice.
So Alpha, is there a specific way you want to kill this goblin?
How do you want to do this?
Slice his head clean off.
And cauterize the wood at the same time.
That way I can just pick up the head, tie them all together, and then hand in the bounty.
Yeah, hey, good.
Hey, cool.
So,
Yeah,
for your next
we-
move,
So we need to take ears, goblin ears, right?
The whole head is 2 years, so. That was my kind of question. It's per year. So if I take in 2 years, I get paid twice, even though it's actually one goblin. That was kind of what I was thinking as Gregor.
you could roll deception.
Just saying.
Try and convince them it's ears from 2 different goblins.
Okay. Alpha still has an attack or one move, right?
He still
Yeah.
has a free movement action and a attack.
Let me move closer to this goblin. And then I'll attack him.
For it,
That's just a plain d20 though. No.
that's a miss. Gregor, please make a death save.
So find out 20. Whoops, let me go back to my dice.
Yes,
That's my
1d20.
just plus 1d20.
Correct.
Don't you add your constitution? Okay, cool.
You're constitutionally up the river without a paddle, bro.
Straight die 20. Okay, give me a second. There we go.
Nice.
Natural 20!
Best time to roll a 20. Well done.
You get back up with 1 HP.
Oh, you did it. Okay, I was just about to do it.
And now it's the chieftain's turn.
Ooh, ow. And now Alpha
So I don't
has
get an
moved-
action.
He
What if I
took
want
a-
Gourd? No, what
do
if
you
I
want
want
to?
I want Gourd to
your
take an
action
action.
as you kind of just regain consciousness.
I want Gourd to take an action.
Sure. What do you want him to do?
While he was lying down, Gourd will walk across, pull out the pepper box, and just fire it into the building. And obviously, Big Tupai is going to kind of fall back as as it knocks him back and take a shot into the building.
Okay.
He's going to see Gore's eyes like light up. And he kind of walks across, pulls out the gun, kind of really struggling to carry it, and walks across the door and fires off a shot. If you'll allow that.
Sure. Go for it. Roll a d20 minus 2.
No, it's +3. I've already put in the thing.
The
With
gun
everything else,
is
it's plus-
almost as big as he is, correct?
Yeah, I've already deducted off when I put in the roll, but it's an 11. It misses anyway.
So it ricochets.
And obviously, the
inside.
gun would fall out of his hands.
Okay. Cool.
So
So it is
removing the one bullet.
It is now the chieftain's turn.
Excuse me.
Takes a shot at Gregor. Oh, shit.
What the? Okay, go ahead. And I would assume Thing is also prone. Gore is also prone, would also be prone now and being knocked back.
Yes. You take 23 points of damage.
23.
Yes.
No, man.
Did Gourd just get 23 points of damage?
No, Gregor.
What's going on here? Okay, hold on. Something's going funky here.
I think you need to minus, not plus, Gregor.
No, it keeps deducting there. Okay, wait, let's try 0. Okay, there we go. And it was minus. You said 23 points of damage, ne?
Yes.
There
So
we go.
22
With this one.
something, yeah.
Our last one went a bit funky. It just kept deducting and deducting and deducting.
So the second shot is going to be at Gourd.
There's a small target, so there would be okay.
That's a miss.
That's a natural 1. There should be a critical fail.
I agree.
So agree.
And there's with the
He
longbow.
shoots himself.
Well, the gun
With the longbow,
explodes.
it's going to be really difficult, but okay.
Sets the bomb on fire in the room.
Last shot is also a miss.
Yes.
Good job dodging there, Gore.
Okay, so
He's lying for us. We just kind of zoomed over him.
Goblin Warrior inside jumps out and tries to attack Alpha.
Alpha, I'm telling you, you're like goblin catnip. I'm just saying.
That's a miss.
Either that or they fans. By the way, they're missing the attack on you.
Also a miss.
And a
Last
miss.
one's a miss.
Telling you,
Next
you're
one.
not a fan.
Runs out, jumps out as well, and now it's going to be 3 trying to attack Alpha.
Well, the trying to being the operative word. They're just like swishing stuff, dude. Come on. Ooh. That's a swing and a hit.
Yep.
5 damage.
Are we?
Another 2 damage. Last one, complete and total miss. So, the last goblin tries to attack Alpha.
Alpha might actually die.
Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt.
Four damage. "21's a miss, right?
Yep.
Okay. Miss. Oryn, do you want to go first? You only have 2 actions this turn, right? So needle darts.
Yeah, no, probably not needle darts because I didn't do so well last time. However,
I would acid splash the 3 ones in front of Alpha and hey, friendly fire.
Yes.
yeah, no, I was gonna say if I go for the ones by Alpha, I'm gonna hit him no matter what spell I use. So I was kind of thinking if I did the ones inside,
Fine.
you know, that might be a little bit better. I do want to help Alpha though. Let me just state that.
Mhm.
But
Again,
I
he
don't
gets-
think I can.
Look, you could kill 3 goblins. Yeah, he'll take a bit of a burn damage, but at least all 3 are dead. I'm just saying.
I think he might shoot at me next if I damage his new
Well-
armor with acid.
This
No,
is
women
true.
find scars attractive, just say Alpha. I talk from experience. Gregor has got quite a bit of scarring. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm taking suggestions, eh?
No, inside. No,
Who should
inside.
I
I was just
take
doing
out?
it up. I'd go inside. No, genuine. All joking aside, no, inside I think is your best bet.
Gregor was just wanting his bestie to be lying face down in the mud with him, that's all.
Yeah. It's like us, you know, in the other campaign.
In another adventure, it was you and me.
Yeah, in every lifetime, there's always the two. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm just checking the damage. So Spout does 1d4 plus 2. Okay. Acid Splash does 1d6.
Would Spout wet the fireworks so that they can't use them against us? PM?
That actually is a
Interesting
good
question.
point.
That's a very good question.
It would, but no one here still has fireworks.
Ah, okay, but we don't know that, right?
Yeah,
Well, you could see it. Like, Oryn could see it.
Okay, cool. I hear you.
All right. Well, let me cast Spout then.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Spout or Acid Splash? Acid Splash does 1d6.
That does 1d6 as well. Or both.
1d4 plus 2.
1d4 plus 2.
1d4 plus 2 would give you more damage
I
statistically.
figured as well. Yeah, I figured as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Spout then. I'll cast Spout. Do I need to roll for that? I didn't roll last time.
No, you don't.
Did I?
It's just a
Negative savings rolls to take half damage.
reflex. Let's see. Okay. First one does not make it.
Hey!
Second one makes it. Third one makes it. So you can roll your 1d4 plus 2.
Okay, close enough.
Good job.
Okay.
And they're still all there.
Yeah.
Good.
Andariel is going to cast heal on Gregor, and it's gonna be the expanded one, so it's gonna be Gregor, Oryn, and Alpha getting healing.
Very
I think it's
nice.
going to help him actually. Minus 22.
Don't doubt my healing, man.
I was gonna say, just give Andariel a chance. Holy cannolis.
It's actually wrong. It's that plus.
Mhm.
19 points of healing.
You see.
No, man.
Very nice, Andariel.
Wait, I have to note it again. This thing's not working properly, but okay.
Alpha has a fighting chance again.
Oryn also heals 19, so you're gonna be on 23. Gregor seems less dying.
Slightly less pale than he was.
Some of the blood that was pouring out of him just like sucks back into his body. And then it's gonna be the Goblin Champion. Who charge out with their horse slices and try and take swings at Oryn.
Nice moving Silas out of harm's way there, Oryn. I'm just saying.
Thank you. I'm trying to be the best parent I can be. Damn it! Really?
Andariel's skills are going to be required again, it looks like.
Apparently. What's that? 6 points of damage.
Mhm.
Good.
That one's a miss. Miss. Complete miss. So this
Mhm.
one swings, kind of hits into the ground, and it loses its other 2 attacks as it tries to free the horse slicer, which it eventually does.
Silas's turn.
Silas's turn. Silas just hiding.
Keep
Yep.
your head down, little Gourd.
Lilith?
Sorry, actually,
Yes.
I think
Go on.
Silas would probably move a little bit more this way, just so that there is like no way that any of these guys can aim at
Okay.
him or
Okay.
but other than that, nothing.
Lilith, it is your turn. You're going
Right.
to delete the last goblin there.
Yes, I am going to do my darndest to. I've got 2 actions now, right? Because I was distracted by the fireworks. But
Correct.
let's see if we can take this little. How did Alpha call them? Ankle biters. Let's see if we can get this little ankle biter out. Now all of my empathy is out the window in case anybody missed it.
That's a hit.
Think that will work. Do you want me to go inside the building from the back here, or do you want me to walk around the building towards the front? I'm asking
I'd go
the team.
surprise attack from the back would be my option.
Okay, cool. Because I can move, and that will be my second thingy. Right.
Yeah.
Do you climb through the window, or do you go through the where the doorway was?
Let's go through the doorway, because then I'm close to where Gregor / Alpha's bomb landed, right?
Correct.
Ooh.
It's at your feet now.
At my feet. Okay.
Yes.
Kick it across.
Cool, cool. I can't kick it towards the goblin yet because I've already used my 2 moves.
It is the
But at my
steed's turn, Alpha.
He's gonna kick some ass.
Literally.
So, what attack would you like him to do? He can walk in, or he can do a charge attack.
What does the most damage?
The charge attack at this stage.
Because I see one where it's the melee, which is 2d6 plus 9. I don't see
Yes.
the charge one.
It's just gonna do extra additional damage.
Let's charge.
Right. So he charges in towards this one, and then you can roll for his attack.
What extra do I add for the charge?
So it's not an extra 2 hits. It's gonna be extra damage when he hits.
Okay. Do this.
That's a hit. So he takes additional +4 on the damage he does.
Okay, it's 2d6 plus 13.
Correct.
Methinks it's safe to say you're going to be okay, Alpha.
Boom.
So he completely obliterates that goblin.
Just
And
save
they're standing
the
next to
ears,
Alpha.
please. Save the ears.
Alpha,
Yes.
Oryn is going to have to chat to you a little bit later about maybe getting Silas to sit on your horse and just as a general, you know.
So, Alpha, do you want to try and attack again with the steed? It's going to be the 3rd attack roll
Yeah,
for this one.
What the hell?
sure. What is
So it's -5 each on each. No, -4 on each attack because it's trained with its own attacks.
Okay.
So it had a +8 the first time, then a +4,
Plus 4.
+0.
Okay.
So straight up D20 then, in other words.
Depends. What was the first plus on the attack?
It was +11.
+11.
Yes.
Right.
Which
So
is the
then the
melee
second one
hoof.
would be, yes. So for the second one, it would be -4, and then the third one would be -4 again. So it's +3.
That's 3.
Mhm.
Nice.
So +3 on the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a hit.
I love
No
this
bonus
horse.
damage for the charge though.
It's fine. It's still a 2d6 +9.
Good
Sure.
job.
I can't believe that we are getting our asses saved by a horse.
Why do you think goblins hate them?
Yeah, no, good job there.
Doesn't work like that.
If that's not a hit to the ego, I don't know what is.
Alpha, it's your turn.
Is attack the last standing goblin in front of me.
Okay.
Um,
A hit.
Barely, but a hit, I would assume.
It's just enough to hit.
Alpha needs to make up for the fact that the baddest killer right now is his steed.
what was it for the fire damage?
1d6.
D6. Okay.
Also decapitation.
Yep.
Right. So you have this goblin champion behind you that just attacked Oryn, and the other one that tried to attack her. Or next to you.
Let's do the one that attacked Oryn.
All hail Alpha and his demon donkey.
That's a hit.
She's like, Alpha is going through them. Wow.
I was going to say, Elfin the Demon Donkey sounds like fan fiction Fabulous would write.
I was gonna say, that sounds like something that needs to be seen.
I think there's probably a second part to that demon donkey something, eh?
I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything. I did not say anything.
with
So
the
because you're standing a bit below this one, you kind of chop it in half.
love that.
Okay.
And then I would probably move closer to this one.
Probably still make an attack.
Yes.
Lillith and Alpha are the MVP by far.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. No questions asked. Easily.
That
And the
misses.
steed.
today, they are our
What
saviors.
was that?
It was a 9.
9.
Yeah, that misses.
Oops.
Right. So the chieftain here, seeing another human, even though it is barely recognizable as a human, attacks the human.
I like this chieftain.
He hasn't seen you yet, I don't think.
He has, but he has a innate hate for humans. So
No, I
whenever
get
he
that,
sees
but I
a
mean,
human,
He
he
was
attacks.
himself, so yeah. But okay.
If you walk into the room where the person is sitting, I think they will see you.
Well, they were looking out the door, so. Ooh,
24 hit.
24
Ooh.
is that's on par, so I don't know if that hits.
that hits.
Okay.
So that the number that you've got, your armor or higher. So it's 24. If yours is 20, if your armor class is 24, 24 hits.
Okay, then it hits.
10 damage and make a what's this? A
was a willpower, wasn't it?
fortitude save.
Sure. That'll work.
That's a fortitude save, Alpha. Sure.
And then your damage.
Did 10 damage, eh?
Yes.
On the first attack.
Second attack is a hit.
7 damage. And please make another save. Fortitude save.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lol.
Well done, Alpha.
I would say it'll still my turn. When Gutwood's finished, I'll do it.
That's a miss.
Yes.
Because shouldn't I be making a saving roll?
Yeah, you should.
Just saying. That's what I'm saying. No, that's not my turn, but shouldn't I be making a saving roll to straight up die 20, ne?
Yeah, you had 16 on initiative, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
when you went into dying, it removed you. It's not a save, so you're on dying 2.
Yep.
My gosh.
And you'll notice Gourd kind of lifts his head and his eyes kind of dim and his head flops back again.
Not a good sign.
No, we're not doing this. How is this okay? Like, no.
So, Akari and Andariel heal again.
Healing
So
hands
the
and
3
feet.
same people.
I think the MVPs are Akari and Andariel.
Yes, saving everyone's behinds right now. Yes.
20 healing.
Good job. Good job. Can they only do healing once per turn?
Yes, it takes 3 actions.
Okay.
For the area 1 and all the bonuses.
But it doesn't heal the goblin, right?
No.
Cool.
It heals or harms whatever they choose in the area.
Very cool skill.
It harms undead. Oryn, your turn. Sorry, I skipped you there. You usually go first. My apologies.
That's fine with me. No complaints here. Oryn is going to no.
You have 3 actions
She's
again, right? Your turn.
yes. Oryn is going to cast I'm just trying to think of what won't hurt anybody else around her, because everything she has is in like a cone.
Needle darts.
Yeah, I think so. Let's do needle darts. Okay, so
Don't you
let's
have
roll attack.
Don't you have knives as well?
Yeah, but weapons as well.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Javelin.
Probably won't do as much damage though.
Okay, very valid point.
Good call.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Good call,
So
Oryn.
so when I'm rolling for needle darts, it's 3 d4s. Yes,
Mhm.
Yes.
just straight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
To do 5 damage, this goblin does not seem healthy at all. It's still standing, but like the horse slice it was carrying quite naturally seems to be sagging a bit. It does not look healthy at all.
It's horse
Um,
slicer is not performing.
It looks
Oryn
almost dead.
Oryn is going to then take the bow as well and
Okay.
just shoot it.
Shoot her.
Oh wait, hold on. No. I'm gonna use
Javelin.
a javelin. Yeah.
Cool.
You can probably just use the stab. You don't need to throw it, I don't think.
Yeah, just stab it.
Mhm.
Hits.
Damn it!
It hits, and it starts coughing up blood and stuff, but it's still standing.
Good. Ugh. Well, that's me. So somebody else better come in here quick.
The goblin champion takes its remaining strength and tries to attack the thing that almost just killed it. So Oryn is going to try and attack you.
Not even a little bit surprised. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Wow.
Revenge strike
Natural
that.
20.
I think this is gonna sting just a bit.
Ouch.
Good.
It drops the horse slicer. Like it is about to die, so. It is
So what
Silas's
was that?
turn.
Just 18.
Correct. Silas?
No, he's quite happy where he is.
Okay, Lilith, it's your turn.
Back to me. Okay. I'm gonna kick the bomb towards the chieftain, and then I'm going to. Oh, yeah. How do I light one of my whatever oil dipped? Would that be 2 actions if I want to light it?
Now it's going to be one action to light it.
Yeah, and 1 to fire,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 to
Yes.
kick the bomb. So
Yeah.
that's my 3 actions.
Yeah.
Can I fire at the bomb? Kick the. Do I need to? What do I need to roll to kick the bomb closer
You don't
to
need
the?
to roll to kick the bomb. I'll take it as your free action, so you can't move.
Okay,
So you can kick the bomb.
Yeah.
But to hit it, it's going to be quite difficult because it's not a huge target.
Okay.
But you can
Yeah.
try.
And how do I do that?
You do a attack roll.
Okay.
With what? Yeah, but with what thing? Because obviously we get a minus.
There's
Yeah.
no minus on it. It's just a very high AC to hit.
Okay. So
okay.
still a d20 plus 10 then for my longbow with the
Ah,
fire with
yeah.
the fire arrow.
Correct.
Cool. Let's try this. Ooh, question. If I'm standing where I'm standing, am I gonna get blowback from the boom thing?
Well, not if you shoot it close enough to the chieftain now.
Okay.
These are very small bombs. We're not talking like we're talking like a cherry bomb firecracker. These are not massive. I mean, it only does 6 damage.
So should I rather fire at the chief then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go for the chief. Sorry, DM, it takes me a minute. I'll fire. Forget about the bomb then. Leave the bomb on the floor, and then
Ow.
I'll use my 3 attacks on the chieftain then.
Good idea.
Thank you. Your mom's a bit blonde today. I'm just saying.
No issues at all.
That's what I'm kind of saying. It's not a big bomb. It's a little bomb. It's a little like cherry bomb thing.
That's a
Okay.
miss.
Ah. Okay, I'll go again.
Fire arrow hits the wall. Dunk.
Sorry, I'm just having a look what the second one is. Give me a second.
Roll a d6 for me though, as the fire arrow hits the wall.
A d6. Okay.
Yes. Technically it hits this wall, but yeah.
Kill the chieftain by smoke inhalation.
Or something.
Come. I'm an idiot.
5.
So a small fire starts here.
Okay.
Cool. Next.
You beat you to it, Alpha.
Damn it. And it's by accident as well.
Yeah, not by design. Oh, plus 5. Ugh, that's a miss as well.
No, that was a d12. You need to roll the
D12,
d12.
a D20.
Sorry, what? Sorry, man. I was being very blonde. I
No
put the wrong
issues. My
thing.
eyes were closed. I didn't see that roll.
Okay, well, I don't know. 12 is a critical hit. So I say we just said it was a D20, a critical hit.
No, shame.
Let's
That's
say
not
reroll.
right. That's the reroll. Sorry. My bad.
Do you use a flame arrow as well? Or not?
Let me try just a regular arrow. I
Cool.
don't.
Because I was
yeah.
about to say, if you light another fire arrow, that's your third turn go.
Yes, I'll let me just try a regular arrow this time round. Oh, it's a miss again.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use I'm gonna burn a HP or yeah,
Hero
what's
point.
hero point, my apology, not HP. I keep on saying that. I'll burn a hero point.
Okay.
And
Reroll with advantage.
okay, cool. So then to do that, it's 2 die 20s, right?
Just you click on D20 once.
Yeah.
And then
Click
we
on it
add
again.
when you click the +5, you just click on the ADV. You don't click on the D20
Okay.
twice. Otherwise, it's going to add both together.
Okay. All right. And then still with the +5.
Correct.
Doggone it.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. 20.
Cool. Right, so now it's my D6 and a D4 plus 1. No,
Mhm.
D8.
D8 and a D4
D4 plus 1.
plus 1.
Nine.
Okay. It is
That's
Steed's turn.
yeah, that's all my actions.
Can the horse get up here?
No, it's not going to fit through the window.
Okay. Let's move it where it can attack this guy.
Kind of standing under Oryn, who's still floating in the air.
Yes.
Yep.
And then can I do an attack?
Yes.
And fun, kill off the poor.
It is kind of on the ground already. Horse slicer on the ground. So that's a miss.
Doesn't it? What was it? +11 and then plus
7.
7. No.
+3 for the last one.
That's just my luck.
Oh,
That was such
That was
bad
close.
Yep.
That was close. I was like, yes, on the last. Oh, shit, sorry. But Alpha, you can try.
Let's see if Alpha
come on,
your turn.
Alpha.
Mhm.
We said
Or
I'll
you could
hit
leave it for Oryn to kill it if you want to.
Depending on rolls.
Well, let's see. No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Sorry, Oryn.
Don't be. I will have my redemption someday. I'll kill something
It
that's.
has 2 HP.
I mean, we can roll, see if this guy's hanging on to life.
Listen, I'm happy for you to kill it. You're welcome to kill this thing.
It's
I'll get there one day.
it's 1
Today
die
is
8
not that
plus.
day.
The plus is going to kill it anyway.
Yeah.
You can roll to see how badly you kill it. Right.
Bye.
Decapitation again.
If it's laying on the ground, is it laying on its back?
Well, it's not completely laying on the ground. It's just like kind of hunched over a bit.
Okay. If it's hunched over, instead of decapitation, I want to almost thrust the sword from the back of the neck so far that the sword actually hits like the wooden pallet piece we're standing on.
Okay.
Wow.
Goblin on a stick.
Pretty much.
Right. So that was your first attack action.
Yes.
Are you going to try and get closer to the chieftain and attack him?
How far will Alf be able to get?
Yeah, you should not get in.
That's 10 feet. Like he needed to move, so
Okay. Yeah. Then go for second attack.
go for it. That's a hit.
Inky donkey.
Remember, your sword is still burning, eh?
Yes,
So on
that's
fire. So you need
die
to add a
6.
d6. Yes.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Nice.
Go Alpha! Woohoo!
He's standing in a chair, just by the way.
He's
On
standing
a chair.
on a chair.
Mhm.
Okay.
His bow looks quite expensive, though. It looks very similar to Lilith's bow.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Don't destroy it.
Can I kick the legs out from the chair?
Nice.
Yes.
And then the last little glimmer of hope in his eyes and hate for humans, just thrust the sword in his face.
That works. So as you kick out the chair, he kind of falls forward and you lift the sword up. So you kind of almost tear his head off as you do that. But your sword goes completely through his skull. So his skull is at the hilt of your blade.
Love that.
As you kind of like lift his body off from the chair that was just kicked over.
It's missing. I would just like to add, Alpha,
Yes.
what happened to your speech before you kill someone?
He doesn't care about goblins enough.
Goblins aren't human. Alpha only so far, I think if we look back at the recordings, I think Alpha only says a prayer to worthy warriors or humans.
I tend to agree with you. I don't think he needs to, but I agree with you.
No,
Um,
okay.
Fair
So
you'll-
enough,
Silas
fair enough.
immediately kind of runs back to Oryn as well. And then
Oh yeah, he's
you
gonna
can go ahead what Oryn says. Or what Alpha... Oh, what
Okay.
Silas says.
I was gonna kind of he'll run up to Oryn and kind of start feeling around as far as he can. Like, are you gonna make it, Lady Oryn? Are you gonna be okay?
Ren is gonna shake her head at him, just nod. Yes, I'll be alright, thank you.
He's gonna pull up some leaves from his body and kind of hand them up. She goes, "You can put these over the wounds. They work kind of to stop the bleeding."
Oh, shame, man.
She'll stretch her hand out and just take them from him, and then just take her other hand and just rub the back of his head and say thank you. What would I do without you? She's like, and
What
then
did I
she's gonna
do
tell him
without
why don't.
you?
She's gonna give him a kiss on the forehead, and then she's gonna say, why don't you go check on everybody else?
No, I'll stay with you. It's fine. And Gregor and Gore kind of in unison will kind of shake their heads and then kind of sit up or leaning on one arm and then stand up at almost complete mirrors of each other. And then just turn and look at each other and then look around at if everyone else is okay.
Prince gonna take this opportunity to just lie down on the grass, just like, oh.
Goblins are tough.
Yeah, they're
So,
mean.
do you guys want to search?
Yes. I want to take the bow.
Yes.
Cool. So the bow is a masterwork +1 longbow.
Ooh, good job. Good job.
I'll see
Are
who's
we ready?
nice to me.
Do you want us
As
to roll?
for
thing?
the arrows that he still has, they are arrows that have been dipped into, you're not sure what, but it smells foul.
But
And then you can roll to search for the rest of the stuff.
Does Alpha
Perception.
have a
Yes.
bow yet? Like a long range something?
No.
No.
Good job, Alpha.
I was not going to use the bow.
Oh,
Please
sorry, it's a
don't
masterwork composite longbow +1. My apologies.
Masterwork composite longbow +1.
Correct.
Don't throw it away.
Might be
I
a
feel
good
like
range weapon for Alpha.
Sorry?
Might be a good range weapon because I think composite bows add strength to damage. If I remember
Very
correctly.
cool.
What would you need to wield a bow like that?
Martial weapon proficiency?
Oh, Alpha can use it. Look at that.
Good job, Alpha. Ranged weapon, check.
The support characters are now officially useless.
So the horse kind of just
Alf-
nudges Oryn as she lies on the grass.
Oryn's just gonna look up at the horse and say, don't you start with me. And she's gonna say, thank you. But please, I can't take this right now.
And then Alpha would hear in his head, "Don't worry, the red-haired lady's alive."
Good, good job. And you don't even need a
The
shell
ginger made
phone,
it.
Alpha.
Hey?
You don't even need a shell phone.
Yes.
Um,
So
Anyone else?
anybody who wants to search inside can roll perception.
I rolled an 11.
Okay,
Perception,
not the
you
best.
said.
No, not at
Yes.
all. But he would have noticed the gun and kind of given a glare at Gore and then picked it up and looked at it and then kind of twisted it to the next chamber and put it back into the holster. And Gore's going to kind of look up like, I didn't do anything.
Oh,
Okay.
good
Wow.
job,
I'll
Lillith.
find something.
Lillith found everything.
What did you roll? D20, natural 20.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you find. Let's get into it. You find a beautifully carved red chest. All right. From
Oh.
your observation of the red chest, you can see it's a bit muddy and stuff, but it is designed expertly. So you could probably sell this for quite a bit of money. Okay.
But do we want to play a test round with this?
As you open the chest, right, you
Yes.
find 6 masterwork shurikens.
Wait, I'm taking note here.
So very intricately designed shuriken.
Good for a thief.
Right.
You find 329 silver. $144 gold.
You're muted, by the way.
I know. 144 gold.
Yes, and 329 silver.
So I've got 6 masterwork shuriken, 329 silver, and 144 gold, all in the chest.
Yes, there's still stuff in there.
I'm not done yet.
I'm a
But
loot
wait,
goblin.
there's more.
I'm a loot goblin.
There's a long hairpin with a red pearl at the one end and a white pearl on the other side.
A long what? Sorry.
Hairpin.
Hairpin. Okay.
Yes, with a red pearl on the one side and a white pearl on the other side.
A red and a white pull on each end.
Yes. Then there is a golden ivory fan. So do you open the fan or just take it out?
I want to see what it looks like. A gold and ivory fan.
Yes. So as you open the fan, on the one side, it is a gecko walking amid cherry blossoms, right? And as you look at it, you see something on it, and as you turn it around, there's a crude map of the Brimstone marshes.
Oh, hang
Very
on.
cool.
These are the
Brimstone
same things that we got.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have just discovered our team's loot here.
Yeah. Oh, Remty's gonna be so upset that you took her fan.
There we go. That's it. That's what you find in there.
Okay, can I just double check with you? So this ornately carved chest has 6 masterwork shuriken, 329 silver, 144 gold, a long hairpin with a red and a white pearl on each end, a
Yes.
golden ivory fan with a gecko in cherry blossoms on the one side, and the back of it has a map of the rhinestone marshes.
Yes.
Ooh, beans.
So just from your perception roll, you'd know that you could get roughly around 130 gold for the hairpin.
Okay, just
And
sorry, I'm making notes as I'm going along, so my apologies if I'm a little bit slow here.
probably around 60 gold for the fan if you sell it. And around 100 gold for the chest itself.
But do we want to like? Oh, but you can lug the chest around on your broom.
On the horse as well.
We've
Oh, the horse as well.
we
Okay.
could ask
I'll throw beneath the horse to carry a chest round. I just thought it would offend the horse's sense of honor.
Oryn has no honor, so that's why she must carry it.
Okay, sorry. I'll get all the cost of things from you later. So, do I find this in the same room where Alpha is standing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's close to where the throne was that the chieftain was on.
Okay, alrighty.
So it's
So,
kind of
I'll
here.
look up at Alpha and say, I think we hit the jackpot. Other than collecting ears, this is an absolute treasure we've found here in this room as well.
Alpha's gonna say, is there a story like Robin Hood in Pathfinder?
Inevitably.
Something
Probably,
similar. Well, okay. Alpha's just gonna say,
It's Robin with a Y and it's a woman.
Good job.
Alpha
And her
was
name's Lillith.
Alpha will say to Lilith, the goblins wanted to play Robin Hood, but the void called.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Akari from outside is just going to say, well, if there's no immediate danger here still, maybe we should try and set up camp here, where there's a bit of cover. She doesn't know about the fire inside this house.
And lots of kindling, obviously.
Yeah.
We need to still collect the goblin ears for
I was just going to say, Gregor starts slicing off goblin ears and whistling like as he does.
We
Okay.
can't hear your whistle. I can on this side.
Whistles the theme from X-Files as he
Yes.
cuts off the ears.
I was about to say, I can tell you all these whistling X-Files on this side.
He
So
cuts off each ear separately.
I'll call the rest of the team in so they can come and see inside the chest. And maybe ask Akari about the shuriken and that, because that would not be something that I would be familiar with, other than I can see the craft that it was made with, I would assume.
Okay. She's outside. She walks up to Oryn, just like looks at Oryn lying on the ground. She's like, no way for a bride to be.
I love this group.
She holds out her hand to Oryn. Like, you should stand
Silas
up.
is gonna
Carry yourself
Silas
with pride.
Silas is gonna put his hands on his hip and go like, "Who said anything about a bride?" He's gonna then he like wink at Oryn, like very obviously wink at Oryn.
You know, you have a point, because technically nobody should actually know about it other than Lilith, because we were in a
Just saying.
private room.
Just saying. Yep.
And yeah, the only person I told was Lilith, and obviously besides Gregor and Gourd and Silas, nobody else should know. They might have seen Gregor put his hand on mine, but nobody should actually know that he proposed.
Yep.
Well, Akari was dropping hints that she knew something. Like
Yep.
she told her
That's
about the bachelorette party and everything.
I was gonna say, yeah, but Silas just says, "Who's?" Again, like I said, it's fair, and he kind of like winks at Oryn, but like very obvious, nudge, nudge, wink, wink at her.
Oryn's gonna just, a very, I'm making air quotations here, enthusiastically, like nod her head at Silas, like, thanks. And she's just going to stand up then as well and look at Akari and say, "Yep, what he said."
And kind of with you saying to him kind of how what it is, he's going to take his cloak and he's got to like flick it over his shoulder like a like grand gesture, like ta-da! Look at me.
Akari's immediately gonna dust off Oryn a bit from the explosions and stuff. And then take out her disguise kit and just put on a bit of makeup on Oryn. Just like, hey, I'm trying.
Gregor's going to kind of walk inside and then finish cutting off the Gutwood's head and then kind of bow and hand it to Alpha and going, "Your trophy, sir."
I was gonna
Romance.
take it.
They're gonna put out the fire, guys. There's still a
Yes.
fire burning here in the background.
We're having
yes,
a moment, DM.
yes.
I'm just asking.
Take, yeah, just
It's a little fire. Come on.
just chill your jets there so that the bromance can happen, please.
Bromance continue.
I was going to say, you don't want to make Oryn jealous now.
Um, Alpha.
We know he doesn't like women, so I'm just saying.
Who doesn't like women?
Alpha. You turn
Why?
down all women. You know?
No, but that was
Kidding, I'm
that was
Oh.
weird. That was weird. That whole interaction was a big no.
With who exactly? Because it wasn't only fabulous. Let's just put in there.
Yeah.
There's
It
women
was
of the night as
also-
well. Okay, you told me the story, so I'm going on the story that was told. I wasn't there. But what I heard when I heard the story was every single woman throwing herself at Alpha. He said, "Nope, not interested." So I'm just putting it out there.
That's just because
Literally
nobody in
throwing
the group
themselves
has
at him.
tried.
I was gonna say Alpha maybe has standards. I'm just saying.
Lilith, why don't you give it a go? Let's see if he really does.
A hot tiefling is a hot tiefling. I'm just saying.
Hey, the hot tiefling wasn't for him, eh?
True,
Well,
true.
I'm sure she's open
Putting the
to
fling.
suggestions.
Putting the fling in tiefling.
Nicely done.
Well
Nicely
done.
done. Okay, so Oryn, are you still outside or are you gonna come inside and help us with your water spell to
Yeah, I'll do that.
kill the fire? Then our DM can calm down to a steady panic. We're not gonna sort of raise the whole village here.
Mm.
Especially if we want to stay here this evening. Have we got any
Agreed.
food with us? Just asking for a friend. I don't want to eat goblin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we have rations.
Okay, cool.
Rations?
Okay.
Listen, rations. Do you have a thing of how many goblin ears we've got?
Yes.
They were
Do you
11
cut off
goblins.
both ears or just the one?
I cut off both ears on everyone except for the chief, which I hand the whole head to Alpha.
So that would make
And
20.
kind of sniff the ears as you cut them. I kind of sniff and go, interesting.
That's 20 ears from the other goblins.
All
Damn.
for 2 champions and the chieftain.
So
That
I'm putting in. No, not the chieftain. We're not counting the chieftain.
I know.
So I'm adding. If anyone has a problem, I'll add 20 goblin ears to my inventory.
Cool.
Cool.
Sorry, when just check here.
Gregor?
Yes, when Gregor hands Alpha the head, Alpha's gonna kind of lift it up as like a victory trophy, I guess, and then say, "He who stands devours; he who falls feeds."
Wow. Very
Let
cool.
me add a
Wow.
description to this. Cool.
Well, is it safe to assume that the fire is out now?
There we go.
DM?
Yes. Fire's out.
Good.
Cool, cool. Do we need to be careful of attack from anyone else, or are we pretty
That's a DM's call.
exactly aiming my question at the DM?
Is Alpha gonna share that the goblins were terrified or not?
Oh.
I knew it.
Should Alpha share that the goblins were terrified?
That's an Alpha call.
Or does Alpha just believe that they were that scared of him and his horse?
That's what I kind of
Maybe.
think he would go with.
Alpha would probably tell everyone these goblins were terrified, whether it by force of us or by force of something else.
This triggers the memory in Oryn's head of the booted and skeletal footprints also leading towards this town.
Oryn is going to share that information with everybody and say that, you know, or I don't know if I did tell everybody when we saw them first, but she'll say now that she did see another set of strange footprints with boots and skeletal looking
Feet.
feet headed this way.
Oh, it should have been here already.
It would probably be here somewhere. We didn't go through all the other rooms. I'm just
Can
saying.
still go through these back ones. They seem to be the most solid still from all the buildings.
Gregor would say then if those two of them are solid, is like maybe we should, if we want to camp here, we should maybe stay inside, maybe one of the buildings that are still standing.
We've got guard towers or guard rooms at the front that I assume would look out towards
If someone is
we
standing
came
guard.
in. So if we are staying over, I would think it would be prudent to have somebody standing guard. But I'll also add that I haven't gone through all the rooms. I haven't inspected all the rooms. We haven't
Well-
seen the whole village yet.
Can I also say it's maybe a little bit early to make camp? I mean, it's like might be early afternoon.
We won't
It's-
make it out of the marshes before nightfall, right?
Okay. Well, we don't
No.
know.
I'm asking the DM.
No, you would not. From the
Okay.
time it took to get here. And the other thing as well is it does seem darker in here than it is outside. So it's difficult to tell the time right now.
Okay.
Well, maybe
Go, Oryn.
we can then go clear out some of the other rooms. See if there's one that's a little bit more secure. See which room has the best structural integrity, I suppose. And we can just make our way through it and check if there's any other loot or anything else. And then we can set up camp, because obviously it's not like we're going to be running out collecting supplies and stuff like that. So
True.
we can use the time between now and nightfall to kind of just secure at least one of the rooms, you know.
Has Akari stayed outside? She hasn't come into the building at all yet, so I'm not able to ask her about the shuriken.
Yeah, she's still outside.
Okay, cool.
And Alpha's horse and the summon seem to be bonding.
Cool.
Nothing funny about that, just they're close together.
Are we actually leaving the chest with the loot here for now? We'll divide that once we've secured the other buildings.
Yeah, just mark the loot on yours. We'll keep the loot, I suppose, but I'm not taking the chest.
Why? I'll speak to Alpha and his steed about that, because there was quite a lot of gold around that.
You can take the gold with you in your bag.
No,
How
it would
much the
actually
worth of the chest, I
the
think she
worth of
means.
the chest, yes.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
I can put it on my broom.
Cool. Are we gonna divide into two teams, or are we gonna send out? How are we gonna actually
Explore.
go through the rest of the village to see if because we
As a
missed
team, I
quite a
would
lot.
think.
I agree. I don't really want to split up.
With
Okay,
Alpha in
cool.
front.
Yeah. Put
Far
the
in
horse
front.
in front.
The horse is going to find it very difficult to walk on the walkways. just to add that in.
Well, maybe
The double door and stuff, that's fine for it, but just on
Maybe-
these narrow walkways, it's going to struggle.
maybe Alpha can ask him to sort of keep an eye out, because they've got very good hearing, and he's a pretty serious and mean warhorse. While we exploring, just to keep an eye out, like the entrance or whatever of the village. I'm just asking. Or do we want to keep the horse closer to us? I don't know how, here in between the buildings, but just a suggestion.
Alpha, you're
Sounds
going to ask the
good.
horse.
Yeah.
The horse is going to keep watch.
Yep.
Okay.
You can check if it sleeps. Maybe, just saying.
I mean, if it doesn't eat,
Okay.
ask the horse. Does it need sleep, rest?
Sometimes. The answer.
Okay. If it needs to sleep or rest, find me. We can swap places.
Yeah, we can. It's just now while we're exploring the other rooms. Then we'll set up like a watch. We'll rotate watch. I think it would be fair if we all took a turn, sort of watching, staying awake while the others sleep, kind of thing. I'm not expecting the poor horse to stand there guarding us the whole day, just while we're exploring the rest of the village.
No, I
What room
agree.
do
I
you guys
agree.
want to go to first? This one, that one, these
Oh, it is.
ones.
I'd say go through that one, walk through them.
The first, maybe the room that's closest to
Yeah,
us that we
from
haven't
there, and then
explored
go
yet.
through them like a. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oryn, Alpha.
Let us know if we need to roll anything.
I agree. Go through this way and make our way through all of.
So you enter the first room here. You find a goblin corpse in the center of the room. It's also severely decayed and semi-eaten. As you go into the next room, you see it's very finely decorated.
Can
There's
we
like,
check to see if we can see what ate them?
I did.
going to be
Goblins.
the same goblins.
Goblins. So I can tell you it's the
Okay.
same wounds as the first
Okay, cool.
partially decomposed body I found. They were eating each other.
In this room here, you see it's very finely decorated for a goblin, as Gregor would be able to tell you, because there's like horse skulls and dog skulls and skins and stuff in this room. It would probably have been the chieftain's room.
Any sort of damage to the room or
These rooms here are still fine. The first
Okay.
damage and stuff starts from this room here,
Okay.
and then everything towards the back. So these ones here are the most sound structurally.
Is there anything of value in those first two rooms that we could take?
This room, no. Here you can roll perception.
13. I was ready for
Gregor
that
finds
roll.
nothing. This is a high perception roll.
Excuse me.
Good. Never mind.
21. For
I
Lillith.
got a 21. Is that going to be high enough?
So 21. And what did Alpha roll? Did Alpha roll?
He's
Well, I
rolling
think
13.
Are the other
Okay.
two draining us? These two? Or are they going to stay
Nah.
outside?
Nah, they'll stick. The summon's going to be closer to the horse, and then Akari is just going to meander around there as well.
Okay, cool.
So they
Just checking.
actually keeping watch for us, standing guard, watching our backs.
So with the 21, right? As you search the room, you find a chain shirt. A masterwork chain shirt.
Chain mail.
Chain
Should
shirt.
be chainmail, yeah.
Okay.
Chain should be chainmail, yes.
No, it's
so-
not. Chainmail is different to a chain shirt.
Yeah, but close enough that just
Okay,
for
no.
a picture reference.
No, that's okay. I just want to know what I should put it under. So I find a masterwork chain shirt.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Bum, bum, bum.
You guys enter the next room. This seems to be some sort of kitchen, cooking area. There's no food left in here. Like everything that was here was eaten already. Outside of that, there's a small walkway. And then entering this room, there's a melted door lock on this door for some other reason. And you walk into this room, it's also a storage room. So you can roll a perception check to try and find anything of value inside there. But here's stuff like broken shields, splintered spears, rusty swords. That it seems like there's nothing worth anything.
That's a bit better
I
at
got a
least.
12.
Good job, Oryn. Ooh,
Oh,
Yes.
good job, Lillith.
Flippin' hell. I need those dice. Alpha, good as
Ow.
well.
good job, Alpha.
Okay, so you guys search the room thoroughly, and between the three of you, right, you find 3 potions of healing. They're kind of discolored. So it's a lesser potion of healing, but they're discolored. So they seem really, really old.
Who's gonna take that in the inventory? Do you guys want me to keep on adding
Well, I was
everything?
going to say, okay, Gregor's going to kind of open up and sniff it as an alchemist and kind of try and figure out if it's still safe to use. You want me to make a roll? Medicine?
Yeah, make a medicine roll for me, please.
So I'm assuming what my medicine is.
And what's your alchemy speciality again?
Chirurgeon. So healing potions, and that is my specialty.
Cool. So you can add a +2 on top of your roll.
Okay, hold on. Let me get another 2 there. Yeah. Antitoxins, anti-poisons, I suppose, anti-disease, and healing potions would be my specialty. 27.
Oh,
They are
good
still
job.
safe, but they're not going to be very potent.
Good
Well, I would say,
job.
why don't we just imbibe them? The 3 people that are injured, imbibe them now.
Cool. Okay. If it's not gonna kill me, I'll try it.
And you'll kind of think, these are good. They're not very potent, but they're still, let me rather say they are badly made, but they will work, just not very well.
It's going to heal 1d4. That's really not going to heal much.
Hey, 4 is 4.
Cool. Gregor, you're gonna obviously take one
Oh.
because Oryn, there you go. You guys are hurt more than me and Alpha. Even though he didn't roll high, but what is Alpha's health like? I've only got mine. Well, I've got 5 less than full health. What's Alpha got?
I actually have no idea because my thing has reset.
Oops.
Um,
Okay.
I actually don't think that I'm damaged because on Wanderer's Guide my health is full. And I remember Akari and the summon cast.
Yeah, but you took 18 damage again. So you
Did I
can
Yeah.
take again after that? Okay, because
Yeah.
then I either didn't adjust on the sheet or on the Albe.
Alpha doesn't have any damage with the healing that was done to them.
Well,
He didn't take that much damage for him to still have damage left.
so who's got the least life? It looks like, well, between
Let
Oryn,
okay, there we go.
yeah, Oryn and or Gregor can take the other one because I'm 27 out of 32, so
Well,
I'm still good.
Gregor's going to motion to give it to Oryn.
Of course,
Oryn,
he's betrothed.
Oryn is going to say, no, I think you should take this. I have other means of healing.
Not accepting any more gifts from
And he's
Gregor
gonna-
or Oryn?
And he's gonna say, that makes 2 of us. Another thing we have in common.
Right. How much does it heal me? I'll take it.
1d4.
1d4 that I need to roll. Let me see if
Yeah.
it's gonna do anything.
Lilith's like, I'm not having any of this. You know what? I'll take it.
I was gonna say this is an awkward conversation that I need to kind of not be part of. So 2 healing, right?
Yeah.
We must have another session where we actually just like chat again with each other and get the backstories because
Give me a
you made
second.
a good point,
Mhm.
Lilith, that we don't even know your last name. We kind of just rushed through everything after meeting you, so I mean, we've never actually gotten a chance to speak.
True that, true that. I can, if you want to know
You've
now,
got this evening
yes,
while someone's
that's
standing
that's
guard, so
not true.
maybe it's not a
Yeah,
bad
no,
idea.
not a bad idea at all.
Unfortunately, we only have 6 minutes left.
And then lastly, inside the room, you find 2 copper pieces.
Okay, I'll grab them and add them to the chest because we're obviously going to divvy up the loot anyway, right? 2 copper
That
keys.
is the only stuff inside here that is remotely usable. Everything else is just junk.
Oh,
Good.
shame.
Can Alpha quick is gonna put his kind of huddle everyone together,
Healing hands!
and then he's gonna look at Gregor and with a little bit of a side eye and just say, "I hope you're not undead," and then just immediately cast healing hands.
I hope you're not undead. If you are, we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may just die right now.
So that's just a six healing for everyone.
6 straight up 6, no dice rolls.
No dice rolls.
Cool.
And then if we get
And-
into combat, it's a +2 to status AC for 1 round.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, for
very
the
cool.
just
Alpha.
FYI, you have authorization. You have now verification that Gregor is not undead.
Not necessarily true. I did some research this week.
Mhm.
And apparently in Ustalav, there is a type of vampire that I don't know exactly how it works, but
You're
they
right.
can evade detection from any kind of like any way that you can detect if it's undead. They're immune to like undead detection basically. I can't remember exactly the description, but when I saw where they came from, I was like, hang on.
Hold on,
Something's
wait
not
a minute.
right.
Known,
Hang
Ustalav is
on.
known as the vampire capital of Galarian. Just FYI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you brought it up, I was like, wait a minute, I want to know what this place is about. So Alpha's paranoia might come from me. My apologies.
It's all good if the shoe fits the vampire, who knows?
You would also all know that the dog skins and stuff would probably be the most comfortable bedding around
Ah.
here.
Nice.
Are we gonna set up our sleeping quarters in the chieftain's rooms then? Where we at now?
I would think so.
Mhm.
Get some
Most likely.
But
settle
then
down, get some
I
eat some
just want
rations.
us to bring the chest with all the loot in it closer to us. I would hate to leave it in the other sort of broken down, major fight arena. I'd like to retrieve that and bring it with us. And then the uh, the money that's in there, I think it would be cool if we split it amongst us. I don't have any
Okay,
issues
go ahead and do the
with.
math.
Do you want to
Okay.
split it now, or do you want to split it after?
Wouldn't it if the chest is lighter to carry, and then obviously I need to ask Alpha if he would be prepared to let the horse carry the chest with the the chest. I think it would just be the chest because the hairpin I can potentially either put in my hair, give to Akari, or give to Oryn to put in their hair. And then we've got the shuriken, the 6 shuriken. Oh, and the fan. So those are all things that are quite light. I don't know if we. I would just hate to not.
The fan is quite big, eh? Just
Is it?
to put it
Okay.
into perspective as well.
Okay.
This is not a
Okay.
small like hand fan.
Okay, cool. So if we leave that in the chest and the long hairpin with the red and the white pearl, I suppose it would be pointless to give it to Akari. I would probably give that to Oryn because she'd be able to use it in her long hair.
You also have long hair, don't you?
Why would it be useless for Akari? Just a question.
With okay, sorry, my apologies. Is okay if she's in her humanoid. Okay, well, give it to. Well, Akari needs to join us. If she wants to give it to Andariel or whatever, that's cool. So we actually need to just have a quick powwow And then obviously ask Alpha if it would be okay to put the chest on the horse until we get somewhere where we can trade
And
it.
leave the gold and the silver in it, maybe.
No, it's gonna be easier. Just
You
leave the
think
stuff that's in the chest in the
leave
chest.
everything in the chest.
Yeah,
Okay.
aside from the stuff, obviously, you want to give the hairpin to someone, that's the thing, but the gold and the silver, maybe just leave it in the
Okay.
chest for now.
And then question the master chain shirt. It's useless to me.
Me too.
Okay. Shall we
Me
put
as well.
that? Shall we put that into the chest as well, or is that something that
I would
Akari?
think
You can put it
would-
into the chest. Kari's
Okay.
not gonna wear it.
Okay, so I'll put that. So we've got a chest full of loot here, peeps. I'm just saying.
Sounds good. It's
and
Fine.
Alpha's, not Alpha, sorry. Gregor's going to say to Oryn, we should talk, but I don't know if now is the good time. And with that, we will end the session.
wait another whole week to be able to discuss this.
Do you want to
That
discuss
is-
it now?
Are your nerves hanging on by a thread?
I am. With every week that passes and with every hour that passes in game, it's another hour or week or whatever closer to the end of the month. It's less and less time to discuss what's happening. But it's fine. It is alright. I can wait another week.
Just FYI, I was going to make you wait another week anyway.
It's mean. Why?
Because
Not very nice.
did we work out a roster of who's going to go when? Thank God.
Nope. And
Not
at this
yet.
Not
stage,
yet.
Akari's just standing outside with the horse as well.
So we'll discuss that at the beginning of the next session.
Yep. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to let Akari know, hey, listen, we're gonna sleep for the night.
Yeah, I think we just need to maybe let Akari know that what the intention is of staying here. I can assume we went and fetched the chest. Do you want me to go and tell Akari that we intend to stay in the village overnight, and we'll work out on a roster to who's
I think we
standing
can do that
guard
in the
there.
next session, eh?
Yeah,
Doing
I
it
think we'll do that in the next
next
session. I think as well.
Cool, cool. No
Everybody
worries.
okay with that?
Sounds good.